arrived.
We here, baby. What's up, man? HotepCon 2022. Second annual. It's up.
Who's going to court? Hotep. Where's she at? Did you tell her to come to passenger pickup?
It's lit. Kim, it's Hotep Jesus. We'll be back.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Do that camping. Got the balloons.
No, we flew Spirit Airline. Who flies Spirit Airline? On purpose. Who does that? You never catch me.
I've seen it and I was like,
Yo, I ain't never flying Frontier again. Jump seats. Every seat was a jump
Did I tell you about that?
Every seat was a jump seat. It hurt.
Frontier's like
Wow.
it's just a glorified spirit.
Didn't I just tell y'all they be having them jump seats, yo? That's what they call jump seats.
The entire plane jump seat.
Yes.
Nothing but boozy play.
You got nothing but cameras.
You?
Everybody from Montreal used to play that. That was a classic.
That was a classic?
Yeah.
That's a very that was a classic.
Was it?
That shit came out.
NIE.
Yeah.
No, because it was the one something going
Yeah.
on. That
Yeah.
was Super Thug.
Yeah, Super Thug.
Yeah, the one with
It
Big
had
Pun
the
on
one,
it.
yeah, the one with Pun on it. That was a classic.
that was
That
the
was a
hardest
good
song in
album.
the
That
album.
was a good album. Orange, yeah, orange.
Orange with the orange drink.
Orange drink.
I'm here, it's orange drink. I can't read that.
Oh, no. We doing bad out here, people.
The hot, yeah.
We doing
Hot
bad out
spicy or
here.
the hot?
No, that's spicy.
They gonna go on the internet, they gonna say these niggas is some fake
not the hot,
Hoteps.
yeah.
They not following the Dr. Sebi diet. This nigga just ordered a chicken sandwich. Cannon just
4 being
opened,
spicy
just
chicken.
ordered a Big Mac.
You know, this nigga just ordered sawdust with salt on it.
Hey yo, Brody, turn mine into another one.
And then
No pickles on my Big Mac.
Pause.
you seen the show Hotep's Been Told You? All right, look it up right now on your phone while I'm waiting for my food. Hotep Jesus right there. So tell all the crew. So you just waited on. You guys can use these for Hotep Been Told You, or we could do this high tops like we did.
Oh, baby, it's so lit. It's so lit. We got our wonderful Lady Hotep here. Trish. This is just such a wonderful guy. Exactly. Shit looking professional. This is Syscoin sponsor.
Nice.
Yeah. He brought the bandage with me, so I'm done. Welcome. You got two of my walls here with me. I'm in heaven right now. Move that table over to the left a little bit.
Okay.
This is
You see him finessing a little white girl out of a fresh cup of coffee and Hotep Jesus. And y'all know him, y'all love him. The Paul Purveyor himself. Uncle Hotep, get your ass out here.
Thank you, King. Everybody, tell me the King Hotep.
Y'all know the deal. We go in for real and ain't got no chill. Teach me how to grip. 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 Hotep and build. Y'all know the deal. We go in for real and ain't got no chill. Teach me how to grip. 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 Save the date if you not.
What I heard, and what is probably true, it was invented in Tijuana, Mexico, in a restaurant called Caesar. So I always pay homage to the people that invent something in somewhere, and I like to bring some limes in because that's more Mexican than lemons. But so we're gonna mix them both to make the perfect Caesar dressing. Classic ingredient, Worcestershire sauce. My own touch to the classic Caesar, a little Tabasco.
I like to say that it is an absolute blessing to be in the presence of people and have you guys with me tonight. And a female God can make something like that happen. Let's bless the hands that prepared this food, and let's bless the mouths that will enjoy this food. In Mother God's name, amen. Amen, right.
Most of you will be replaced by AI. But it doesn't have to be this way. You can become AI resistant, but you will need to outperform the machines. You may not think this is possible, but it is. The infiniteness of human consciousness is more infinite than the power of the machine. You may not know how to tap into this power, but we do, and we will show you how. Join us in this journey to make the machine our servant.
This dude.
What the hell's going on with my damn light? Hold on a second. What the hell? Oh shit, what is that? What up, y'all? Hold on, I'm trying to. There we go. All right, my bad.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hotep Jesus, 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 Hotep Jesus. I love that guy. He's terrific. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hotep Jesus, Hotep Jesus, Hotep Jesus, Hotep Jesus, Hotep Jesus, Hotep Jesus. I love that guy. He's terrific.
I'm so annoying. Oh my God, I'm so annoying. I know you guys are probably like, what is wrong with this guy? Listen, man, black culture's a bitch. Oh my God. I've been stuffing the grift bag all morning. I spent the last 15 minutes looking at some shit. Oh my God, the grift is grifting today. The grift is grifting today. Where are my screens? Where are my people at? Where's my chat at? Where are my members at? Who's in here? Renee, what up, Renee? I had to hit him with the remix real fast. Respect and honor from Ethiopia. What up? Adeptus Santos, Strong Dad Protocol. Champ is in the house. Lauren's in the house. Natasha Kayleen's in the house. Strong Dad Protocol. Haram Life. Shout out to all my wrenches. All my wrenches is bossed up. Hey, Steph Colonel, man, I need you to be easy, man. You got the band hammer like, damn. You worse than big tech. Hey, y'all be careful. Tread lightly. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling myself today. Today's a good day. Today's a good day. When you got good friends, they put you in a good mood. Yeah, so the grift is, yes, the grift is real. In the description box below, I want you guys to remember that HotepCon's around the corner. If you guys were paying attention to the lead up to this stream, if I can find it here. Okay, perfect. I have it in a special folder. Oh, goddamn, I forgot my screens because I was changing this stuff around. So, description box below, take you right to this tweet. HotepCon people, all my HotepCon people, you got tickets, enter to win. All the rules and regulations, you'll see Syscoin Giveaway in the description box. You're going to get this ride. Look at this beautiful situation we got going on in Vegas. Beautiful ride, dinner included. Make sure y'all go. Hit that link in the description box below for all my HotepCon people. People coming to HotepCon. If you ain't coming to HotepCon, you's a fool.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Fucking event of the year. The event of the year. So, yeah, I want y'all to get in tune with that. Also, for all my people, as you can see on the screen, 30% off. 30% off Master Focus. The link is in the description box. You can hit that QR code right there. Discount codes applied automatically. Build your brain health. Get you motivated. Create clarity. New commercial coming soon. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. I love that guy. He's terrific.
Yeah, I'm going to need that button. I'm going to need that button. I'll work on that anyway. Yeah, don't be a fool, man. Don't be a fool. Get you some HotepCon tickets, HotepNation.com. Come kick it with us. You're going to see, later on, we're going to be talking about Ukraine and Nazis and whatnot. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Actually, I do know what's going on there. But we're going to, you know, I have a secret that I'd love to reveal to people, but you're going to have to pull me aside at HotepCon so I can tell you the true ulterior motive you've heard nowhere else on why we're in Ukraine. Nobody's had this take. I've not seen anybody with this take. And I telling you, I know exactly why we're in Ukraine. And you got to be a history buff, like an extreme Russian history buff to know why we're there. But I can't, it's too spicy for here. It's even too spicy for Rumble. Shout out to all my Rumblers. We got my people tuned in over on Rumble. But my Ukraine take is spicy. It's so spicy it get my channel banned. That's how spicy it is. It might get me banned from life. Just life in general. It could get me banned. That's how wild my take is. But it's not wild. It's based in historical precedent. And when you hear it, you're going to be like, oh my God, Hotep Jesus, you might be on to something. No, I know I'm on to something, God damn it. I know I'm on to something. Anyway, it's time to get the Grift Report started.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. I love that guy. He's terrific.
All right, where we going? What should we start off with? Let's go right here. Since it's in front of me. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Look at this. Hold on, let me fix this. You know, I'm a bit OCD-ish when it comes to my screens and things being symmetric and all of that. I don't know what it is, but so Twitch is basically saying adding new rules for branded content on streams. Logos on stream must be 3% or less. burned-in ads are no longer allowed. Basically, ads can't be inserted directly into stream. So like how I stream and I hit the Master Focus commercial and it plays, if that were a sponsor, it would no longer be allowed. Twitch is basically saying, well, if a dime gets sold in a park, I want in. And they're saying, you know, you can't cut us out. You can't cut us out as a middleman. We want a piece. If somebody sponsors you and they're playing a commercial during your stream, we want a piece. And if not, we're going to ban you. So huge opportunity for Rumble and other networks to come in and snatch up some streamers. Twitch done got greedy. Anybody remember when Twitch was Justin.tv? That was the early days. Justin.tv. That's when live streaming. I think it was livestream.com or .net or something. It was live stream and it was Justin.tv. Those are the two places where live streaming happened, and then took off from there. Other people started doing it. But yeah, we're a long way off from early Twitch and Justin.tv. Greedy. All right, let's go back in the Grift bag. Let's see what else we got here. I want to run through some of these clips really, really fast so we can get to the more important pressing topics. Look at this. Steph Colonel sent this in for the Grift bag. I'm not going to read the article. No need to. I saw this. Somebody else tagged me on Instagram with this. NYC unveils first free safe drug use vending machine. So basically you hit the vending machine and you get your drug paraphernalia. Surprise, surprise. NYC's first safe, drug safe, Machine's contents are free for residents who punch in the right zip code. They offer safe smoking kits with pipes, lip balm, and mouthpieces. Unveiled just yesterday, all of the crack pipes have been taken by Tuesday morning. Who's manufacturing the crack pipes? Because whoever is manufacturing the crack pipes is in a great business. I'm mad I'm not manufacturing crack pipes. Manufacturing these pipes must be good business. They're given away for free, so subsidized by the government. Crack subsidized by the government. Why am I not surprised by this?
Hotep Jesus, Hotep Jesus, Hotep Jesus. I love that guy. He's terrific.
How, people? How? The machine in Brownsville, Brooklyn is the first of its kind in the Big Apple. The city's Democrats hailed it as a watershed, public health moment yesterday, calling a press conference to tout their initiative and promise more down the line. So you line up with the Democrats. Democrats are like, hey, crack pipes for all. To access the machine contents, you pop in your zip code. You have free access to strips, Narcan, whatever that is. I don't do drugs, so I don't know. Condoms, tampons, nicotine gum, first aid kits and safer smoking kits, sanitary pads, vitamin C, and COVID-19 tests. So I'd probably grab some vitamin C. I don't know. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I don't trust it. By 9 a.m., less than 24 hours after the first displayed, all the crack pipes have been taken. Gone too were the condoms, the COVID tests, and nicotine gum. All that was left was fentanyl testing strips. Everybody took everything but the testing strips. That tells you everything you need to know about New York City. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Safer smoking kit. Now, I spoke about this in the past. I tweeted this out. I said Democrats are passing out crack pipes. And I provided, sources that had precedents, right? And many of them were Canada sources, Canadian sources. People said, oh, that's a Canadian website. So I said, okay, cool. So I went and found some that were like LA Times, New York Times, talking about things that happened in, like, I think it was Washington State, whatever. And so people was coming and said, no, you're just a white right-wing propagandist. And now here we are, Democrats, front page, right in front of your face. Safer smoking kits comes with heavy stem. So heavy stem obviously is your crack pipe. Mouthpiece, pusher, I guess that's the needle, 6 screens, chore, filter, and lip balm. So your lips don't get ashy. God forbid, you do crack and your lips get ashy. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's go back in the Grift bag. It's the Grift Report. We're here every Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern. I got some special guests coming this week. Matter of fact, let me see if I got a confirmation email And then I might do some announcements. The Grift Report is about to get spicy. We're about to have special guests on the Grift Report. How about that? Where is it? Let's see. Dr. Peter McCullough. Okay, waiting on a response from him. But I'm trying to get him on the Grift Report, Dr. Peter McCullough. Some of you guys know his name. So we're getting Dr. Peter McCullough on the channel soon. And we're going to have Dr. Tanai Ricks on at the same time.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
That's what happens when you have great handlers. This is the stuff you get when you got great handlers. Shout out to my handlers for making this happen. Connecting me with Dr. Peter McCullough. We're going to be talking about the jibby jab. We're going to be talking about the heart. All of that good stuff. Also joining me Friday, Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh's coming to the Grift Report. The Grift is getting spicy. The Grift is getting spicy.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
So we getting Dr. Peter McCullough and Young Pharaoh. We're going to get an update on his life, what he's working on. He's going to join us for the Grift Report. Oh, man. The Grift Report with special guests. Special celebrity guests. Oh, my God. I'm going for Grifter of the Year. Grifties.com. I'm going for Grifter of the Year. Can't nobody stop me this year. You know what I'm saying? I call it Racing to Love. Racing to Love. Few will get it. But those who get it will understand. Let's see here. Let's go to this clip right here. We in the Grift bag. Deep in the Grift bag. Let's pull this up. A Christian man. Hold on. Let's pause this. A Christian man in Pennsylvania has been arrested for reading the Bible. Damon Atkins was reading a verse from 1 Corinthians 14:33 during a Pride event in Reading, Pennsylvania, but was arrested before he could finish the verse. Let's take a look. So the podcast is now on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and basically what we see here is Christian man and police arguing, and the police are saying, hey, you know, let the rainbows have their day, let the Bud Lights have their day. And he's like, F that, I'm about to recite this Bible verse. And then you see Blue's Clues pop up, throw this man in handcuffs. He's being arrested. This is America. This is what's happening in America. This is Pennsylvania, PA. I never thought the PA police would be operating like this, but I'm not surprised at all. Shout out to the Back the Blue crowd. Please don't rough him up. Please don't, just detain him. Just detain him. So apparently, you know, he was arguing this is public property. I get to say what I want. And the police are like, nah, you're disrupting our wonderful Bud Light people across the street, and the Bud Light people have all the power in this country now, so we're going to have to capitulate. And, you know, the Bible is no match for the Bud Light. Speaking of detaining, somebody else got detained. Let's go to that video. Like I said, we're going to run through these videos today. There's no need to dwell on any of these topics too long. Especially when we got callers called in, and the callers are hot and spicy. Let's go to our good friend of the channel, Laura Luma. Says, last night I confronted the criminal former FBI Director James Comer about the Durham Report findings at Comey's book signing book tour for his new crime novel. I asked Comey why a criminal like himself is now writing crime novels, and when he plans on writing a crime book about himself. I was detained by the Naperville police after I Loomered Comey, and he ran away from my questions. I have to get better at reading these things. I got to prepare for Fox News. I'm going to be like, well, can he read the monologue? I got to get better. I'm going to work on that.
And so that's why I kind of kept it quiet while I was working on it. But here's the thing, I know I can write. I mean, I've always loved stories and loved writing, and I always thought, and I didn't believe this, that all good lawyers are great storytellers.
Trial lawyers, sir.
Yeah.
You may not like your tax lawyer.
I think we all know, James Comey, that you're a great storyteller because you made up the entire story about Crossfire Hurricane. So it's really fitting that a criminal like yourself wrote a crime novel. Do you remember me? Remember me from your book signing? It's really fitting. It takes a criminal to be able to write a crime novel. And you know, John Durham recently said, you talk about being criticized. I'm not afraid to criticize you. You know, you recently, John Durham, his report came out and found that the FBI under your watch.
All right, so then there's a whole bunch of heckling that goes on. There's no need to watch all of that. Like I said, we're going to zoom through this stuff. But apparently, later on, Laura Loomer was detained. Let's take a look.
The John Durham report is the real crime story you all need to read about. Staging a coup against a sitting United States president. James Comey is a criminal.
Lord Jesus.
Do you have your ID on you by any chance?
Yeah, I have my ID. Did she commit a crime?
Nope, I didn't say she had to give me.
Then don't give her your ID.
Okay. Well, I do need you to hang out here. I have to see if they want you trespassed. If
She being detained?
Well,
we're leaving right now. She being detained?
I don't even live here, so.
She being detained?
Right now, until I figure out, yes, until I'm able to.
What crime did she commit?
Well, they wanted her gone, so I have to figure out.
But what crime did she commit for her to be detained?
I can't go talk to them inside. So right now.
What crime did she commit for being detained?
I'm investigating a crime right now.
What crime?
They called the cops because somebody was causing a disturbance inside and they wanted her gone. And
reiterate, what crime? That is not a crime.
It's investigating a crime. So
what crime?
If I have reason to believe, I don't.
If you have a crime, what crime did she commit?
Could have caused disorderly conduct. She might be trespassing.
Asking questions, freedom of speech, and asking questions is disorderly conduct. Get your supervisor, please. Get your supervisor. You cannot illegally detain a person for not committing a crime, so I suggest you get your supervisor. What's your badge number?
10352.
Thank you. He was on stage, and I was just sitting, and I stood up. Okay. And so, James Comey.
Anyway, she was allegedly detained. You know, I just like to say, you know, it must be nice to be a white woman, because I never seen nobody get detained without handcuffs on. They'd have threw the cuffs on my black ass. You know, this is female privilege. This is female privilege. I don't want to see a woman in handcuffs, though. That's definitely not. I'm definitely fine with the double standard of, hey, you know, put the cuffs on the black man and let the white woman run free. I'm totally fine with that. I don't really fucking care. But it must be nice. You know, this is what detainment looks like for a white woman. But shout out to Laura Loomer. And Chad, don't you start your shit. Hotep Goldstein, I know what you're thinking. Don't you start your shit. But shout out to Laura Loomer running down on these folks, keeping these folks in check, Loomering folks across the nation. Appreciate you. Let's go back in the grift bag. We got a lot of grift to uncover today. I want to save the bulk of my time to talk about the Ukraine Nazi situation. All right, let's go here since it came across my screen. Psych Tyson posted this. He's going to have to call in and explain this. Says this is what happens when dorks grow up. He really believes this and is excited. This guy buys Lego sets for himself. And then he draws these circles around Matt Walsh. And so, you know, the posture is what I'm assuming he's got there. You see Candace Owens in his screen. Michael Knowles is there. Daily Wire clan. So he draws the feet. I guess he's talking about the toes pointed in, you know, the very feminine arm fold, and the locked knees. The locked knees concern me most from Matt Walsh. But anyway, let's let Psych Tyson explain that and go to this. And Matt Walsh basically said here, no one in my family cares about UFO stories like I do. I just gathered my wife and kids around to watch the News Nation interview with the UFO whistleblower, and they barely paid attention. It's outrageous. He continues and says, no one at work cares either. I try to bring up UFOs during our backstage episodes, and everyone tries to change the subject. We are not alone in the universe, but somehow I still feel alone as a UFO enthusiast. We should be doing a backstage special just on this latest UFO revelation. The audience must speak up and demand it. Now, I love a good UFO conspiracy theory and, uncovering or whatever. Yeah, that shit's entertainment. But honestly, at the end of the day, I really don't care. We don't care until somebody, pops up, with a press conference with the aliens. I really don't give a damn. I really don't give a damn. Do they look good? Show me a bad bitch alien. I really don't give a damn about the UFOs, man. And my theory is the UFOs we see are probably DARPA and the Pentagon. That's what I believe. Now, I know there's some story about there. They said that, United States government has been in contact with, UFO, alien life or extraterrestrial life or some shit like that. And until, our press secretary, stands side by side with one of these green motherfuckers, I just don't give a damn. So, I'd love to know why Matt Walsh thinks, he says we don't care, but he's not telling us why we should care. That's what's missing. And I hate when people make these claims and they don't back it up. Not because I'm mad at him, just because I want to understand. But he's not giving me anything to sink my teeth into. He's not saying why we should give a damn. He should say, look, I care about the UFO stories. Nobody else does. And here's why they should. That's missing here, Matt. Tell us why we should care. I really don't give a damn. Like, what am I going to do with the information? What am I going to do? The government goes, hey, we're in contact with alien life. Great. Now what? Like, what's next? It's like the whole flat earth thing, right? People go, oh, the earth is flat. Okay, what do you want me to do with that information? Like, what am I supposed to do now? Do you want me to run a marathon until I fall off the face of the earth? Or when people say, oh, the space is fake. It's just a projection. Okay, let's say it is. What am I supposed to do with that? Am I supposed to try and find the projector and knock it down? Like, what am I supposed to do with this information? I don't give a damn. If it's not going to improve my life in some sort of way, what am I supposed to do with the information? Tell me, I'm not mad at you. I just need to know why I should care. That's all I'm saying. Just please tell me why I should care. Because maybe there's a legit reason why I should care. Maybe they got Bitcoin on a UFO or something, some vibranium, they want to do some deals, I don't know. Somebody just tell me why we should care. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Since we're on the topic of Matt Walsh, let's go to this clip. It's a 27-minute clip. Obviously, we're not going to play all of it. Let's play some of it. Matt Walsh, a teammate of Lia Thompson, appeared in What is a Woman anonymously. A few days ago, she came to us and said she is ready to come out publicly and tell her story. I had a longer conversation with Paula where she revealed a number of details that weren't covered in the film. Watch. Now, real quick, before we press play on this thing, shout out to Strong Dad June and everybody celebrating Strong Dad June. Shout out to Italy, still in our grift. It's all good. Spread the word, spread the message. It's Strong Dad June. Let's see what they got to say.
Actually, one of the girls, was very upset. She went crying to the athletic department, and I don't know what they said to her, but she then was completely on board and thought Lia swimming was like this magical, beautiful thing. Like, is there something wrong with me for thinking that this is wrong? It worked. The university wanted us to be quiet, and they did it in a very effective way. Like, there was something going on in that athletic department that wanted to keep us quiet. And I was like, this is getting scary.
Wait, time out. Get them likes up. We only got 40 likes on the channel. Hit the likes. 170 people watching. Hit the likes, bro.
So, Paula, last time I spoke to you was
supportive of doping, right? So there's comes a fine line. Yes, you support your teammates, but if you see something unjust and something wrong, you can't be quiet about it. And I think that's what was missing. Of course I support my teammates. I support them in all things. But if I see something unjust, I need to speak about it.
What if anything, were you guys saying to each other about all that?
I don't give a damn about
And there should be another category formerly known as the men's team, called Open Opinion, because they don't want you to have that.
Well, tell me about this. You wrote an editorial for the student newspaper, right?
Yeah, so I was actually approached by a friend, opinion, hypothesis, and scientific aspects, and you've written a lot, I'm sure you know. It's like, they asked me to do it. They wanted, someone on the staff wanted a dissenting viewpoint, and then it was just like, oh, goodbye. And I was like, well, are we gonna make more edits so we can make it like acceptable? Again, at this point, so many edits had been made, it was barely even my piece anymore, but I was still hopeful, oh, maybe we can have something out there that's saying maybe this isn't fair. And they were like, no, we're done. And I never really talked to any of them ever again.
I mean, I've been, as you know, talking about this issue for a long time, speak out about.
And what's wrong, but you have to speak out and have the message be told to them that this is wrong.
All right, I want the juicy details, man. This ain't juicy enough for me, man. Where's the conflict with Lia? Where's the you know, the coach saying something? Where's the, well, you know, I know it's not in here. Let me stop. Anyway, let's keep going, man. Matt Walsh, y'all can watch the full video, 27 minutes. It's on Matt Walsh's page. You know, it doesn't seem juicy enough for me to give a damn about it at this point. Maybe you guys find a timestamp in that 27-minute video. But, you know, what I'm looking for in this, I'm looking for, you know, I'm looking for something that's like, hey, you know, we said something and the coach said, you know, don't. University said don't. And she touched on some of that here. Maybe I missed it. But, you know, what are the other teammates saying, right? What is the league saying? NAACP, et cetera, et cetera. Not NAACP, NCAA. You know, these are the things I want to hear about. But anyway, Psych Tyson's going to call in later. We're going to talk about what he meant by those drawings. Let's go here. I got some silliness here for y'all. So, gentleman here says, man, I'm over this chick house. We started having sex. I started sweating. She started screaming. All of a sudden, she said, nigga, what the fuck? Get off me. What's that dripping from your head? I said, huh? What are you talking about? She said, Ben, it's 3 Adidas stripes drizzling from your hair. From your head. I said, huh? What are you talking about? Oh, no, from your hair. So I jumped out of bed and ran to her bathroom, looked in the mirror, and see this shit. I swear my barber got me effed up. Hey, yo. I know the audio people can't see this, but this brother, I guess he went and got a Beijing. So, you know, Beijing, or sometimes they got like this spray thing. So what happens is, you know, especially black barbershops, I don't know if the white barbershops do this, but when we go get our haircut, our lineup, our shape up, to make the lines look sharper, they, you know how you, anybody's ever painted a wall before, and you know you got to tape up the corners so you spray around it don't leak. So they take like this piece of cardboard and then they spray, you know, this black stuff to make your hairline look sharper. And obviously, if you start sweating, it's gonna start running. So he must have been going in. God damn, bro. He was giving her the business. And yeah, so here we have this. Fellas, you know, you gotta be careful, man. You go into the barbershop and you getting this type of stuff. You gotta test this stuff out before you take it to the bedroom. You know, the funny thing is, you know, brothers let it go holler at a chick right after a freshie. A woman can't never turn down a good freshie. She can't never turn down a good fresh haircut. Brother get lined up, the ladies get moist. All right, let's go back in the grift bag. There's lots of grift in here for y'all. I'm just bringing y'all the best of the internet. We're going to have Cannon call in later. And talk about the Travis Rudolph case. But here we have Coon of the Week, old man Ebro. So somebody's asking about, you know, what happened to Stand Your Ground Law in the Travis Rudolph case? And old man Ebro is on the side of the state now. Like before it was Black Lives Matter, you know, mass incarceration, you know, don't lock up black men. And now it's like he's on the state side where a black man can't defend himself. So he's making excuses for why Travis Rudolph should be incarcerated. after dudes go to his house, assault his brother, his mama, threaten to kill him, brandish a weapon, and because he's letting that thing ring from the AR-15, he should go to jail for this? Oh, who said that dude had a hairline BBL? Come on, man. So you got to watch out for these personalities, these radio personalities. You know, they're inconsistent. So I guess he's on the side of the state. But we're going to have Cannon calling later. He's going to give us an update on the Travis Rudolph case. You know, he's been following that closely. He's been doing live streams daily. We appreciate him. So we'll get an update on that later. Let's go back in the Grift bag. We're here every day, 2 p.m., Monday through Friday. All right, let's go to this real fast. So remember the other day I was talking about, you know, Black history and how Black history is always taught from one point of view. And they never really tell us all the history. So this account here, A Love So Sweet, says they never tell you how we fought back. And this is true. Like, we always get the white man kicked your ass, but we never get, okay, what did we do about it? Did we just tuck our tail, run, and hide in the corner? And you see here, they quote this book here, Florida's Negro War, Black Seminoles and the Second Seminole War, 1835 to 1842 by Anthony E. Dixon. I'm going to have to go ahead and get me a copy of this. I'm going to read this. This is probably going to be like one of those airline reads. You know, I'll read it in like the 3 hours and I'm on a plane or something like that. Or a weekend read, or, you know, sitting by the pool type read. But, you know, this is the Black history. You're not going to see this in CRT. Okay, you're not going to see this document in critical race theory. They'll never tell you about Black natives. You see, it says here, Black Seminoles. And, you know, I've been excoriated in the past and criticized because I said Black people were the true natives of this land. They try to make it seem like the natives are a different people. And yes, there are the Mongolian tribes that came over from the Bering Strait during the Ice Ages. And they were mostly in Western United States. You know, California, Alaska, you know, these places close to the Bering Strait, et cetera, et cetera. But they never talk about the other natives, the Black natives. And of course, there is some, you're going to get some miscegenation between the Black natives and the Mongolian natives, that, you know, partly Asian natives, and they're going to intermix. You're also going to see an intermixing happen on the islands of Hawaii, Philippines, the Indonesian and Polynesian islands. You're going to get this race mixture between the African phenotype and the Asian, you know, your Chinese, your Mongols, all of that. But people don't like to talk about Black natives, and, you know, it's going to convolute the conversation of what exactly is a native. Are Black people natives? It's also going to convolute the reparations conversation, because I've said this in the past. I said, yo, y'all asking for reparations, but technically the natives got the reparations, and we don't got to file no new paperwork for reparations. We could just say, yo, we natives, so give us what the natives got. Where's my casino and my liquor stores? Where's my casino and liquor stores in the middle of the desert?
Hotep Jesus, Hotep Jesus, Hotep Jesus. I love that guy. He's terrific.
So a little bit of Black history here for y'all that the white liberal don't want y'all to know about, and the red whites don't discuss because they don't know about it. But, you know, add that to your reading. I think there's another book in here too. Oh yeah, here it is. A Man Called Horse. This is about another, looks like a Black native. Love the story of John Horse, somebody says. So, you know, read up, man. There's a lot of information on this. I love the book by David M. Hotep. What's it called? Africans. Hold on. Let's see. So it's David M. Hotep, African natives. What's the name of that book? The first Americans were Africans. Here it is right there. The first, let me see, let's put it like this. It's right there. The first Americans were Africans. Really, really great book. I know some of y'all are like losing your mind right now. What is Hotep Jesus? This revisionist history. But I think this document is amazing because it gets into genetics. And I tried to read the book and I realized that I have to first take a course in genetics before I can even understand some of these chapters. But just some of the primary sources he has, like direct from natives about what the native tribes say in some of their folklore and some of their tales of where they came from as a tribe. And many of them on the East Coast point east, basically saying, hey, we came from Africa. This is what the native tribes, and a lot of that detail is in that book. So if you want to learn more about it, those are 3 sources I suggest you go read so you don't sound like an ignorant ass. Anyway, before we lose any more viewers who are scared of talking about things like this, let's go back into the grift bag. Where we at? All right, let's go here. Let's since we're on the topic of black people, let's pull this up. So this tweet pops up and it says, local black girl for hire. I am Lia Ray. She shares this. She says the number 1 and number 2 movies at the box office this weekend is a black mermaid and a black Spiderman. So they're celebrating, they're happy, you know, hey, we got, you know, everybody went to the movies to go see black superheroes and black cartoons and shit. And everybody thinks this is a big win for black people. I would say it's not, but whatever, you know, to each his own. And we covered a new black conservative grifter that hit the scene. I forget her name, but she had a nice thread or a tweet. I wouldn't say nice. Let me take that back. She had an interesting or fascinating tweet about how this is black supremacy. And, you know, the take I had was, no, this is not black supremacy. This is actually the opposite of black supremacy. And ZV Bear, who is, you know, stuck in 2012 Twitter and keeping free speech alive on the platform, here's what he says. And he quotes, you know, the oligarch meme, right? We just made another billion at the box office, boys. The blacks are talking about some representation. Ha, 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 ha. And that's my take. You know, people are saying, oh, this is black supremacy and, you know, all of that. And, you know, they're placating the black folks. No, they're laughing at black folks. They're like, look, we put them in a movie and we just took all their money. They're making us rich just because we put black faces on characters. Me and Uncle Hotep are going to be talking about last night. If you guys didn't see it take, but we had a huge revelation last night. Patreon.com/Hotep's Been Told You. Go watch the show from last night because we give you 2 episodes every week of Hotep's Been Told You. But one of them you got to pay for. It's cheap. It's like $5 a month. Much better than Netflix. And yeah, so we had a great take. I don't want to reveal it because, well, again, you got to pay for it. But we had a huge revelation on exactly what Hollywood is doing with black characters, and it's absolutely mind-blowing.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
The way me and him collab on the conspiracy theories is just absolutely amazing. Shout out to Natasha Kayleen. She just posted that link in the chat. So yeah, this is how I want people to view this stuff. Don't view it as, hey, you know, blacks are getting some sort of power. No, power is being siphoned from our pockets, straight into the pockets of the Hollywood execs. Let's go back into the grift bag. Like I said, we're making good time. 2:40. We still got to talk about crypto, Ukraine. But first, Apple unveiled some new goggles. Let's take a look at that. I want to talk about this because I think this is one of the worst, best ideas ever created. Let's watch.
You're nothing but a dreamer. Well, can you put your hands in your head? Oh no, I said dreamer. You say you are a dreamer. Well, can you put your hands in your head? Oh no, I said fine. Wanna take the you and like me this. Oh no, well you know you had it coming to you. I'm a
That was a good ass movie, by the way. What's the name of this movie, y'all? Right here, with this Asian lady. Anybody remember the name of this movie? This was great, man. It was so many layers in this. I can't remember. Sometimes, matter of fact, I think somebody recommended this movie to me. Like, yo, you gotta watch this. Oh, I remember who told me. Yeah, Danica told me about this. Great movie. Somebody remind me what the name of that movie is. Anyway, let's go back. Everywhere. Yes. Yes. Hold on, let me Google it. I'm sorry. This is everything, everywhere, all at once. Yes. That's the name of the movie. Bro, this movie right here, wild. Wildly insane. If you guys haven't watched this, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's weird, though. I'm not even going to hold you. It's weird. There's layers to it. I got to watch it again, actually. I got to watch it again. But I don't know. I like weird movies. I don't know. Yeah. And it's kind of funny that they, like, the fact that they chose this movie for the Apple commercial for these glasses it's demonic. It's downright devious. If you saw the movie, you know what I mean. Because in this movie, they're like in another dimension. They put these goggles on. See, like that device right there, and it takes them to like different dimensions, right? So you're the real you is sitting in a chair somewhere, and you put these goggles on, and it takes you to this next dimension, right? And there's all these different dimensions, et cetera, et cetera. So the fact that they chose to use this movie, like somebody's got a crazy sense of humor, at Apple when they put this video together. I don't even think the person in the marketing department knew what was going on when they said that. But that's wild. Yeah, it's got these kung fu scenes. Yeah, it's some multiverse type situation. But the fact that they chose this movie is just, it's quite eerie. It's quite eerie. Anyway, let's go back. I'm sorry. I have these different segues and shit, so let's go.
Well, can you put your hands in your head? Oh no.
Toast.
All right, so real quick, my take is these goggles are the end of humanity.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
That's it. It's over. We might as well just find the love of our life, run off, and just forget about it. It's a wrap, y'all. It's over. This is it. You know, I thought Elon's brain chip was it. No, it's this. It's this. Also, great movie, The Surrogate with Bruce Willis. Another great movie. Let's see here. Bruce Willis, The Surrogate. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, shoot. All right, Bruce Willis. There we go. Let's see if it pops up. Damn it, where is it? Anybody ever seen that movie of Bruce Willis, The Surrogate? 2009. And if you look, they don't even show it here. They don't even show it in this preview section. I think you have to go to see all results. So it's not in the popular for whatever reason. But it's a 2009 movie. And I'll have to Google it because they don't want you to know about it. So let's go here. Let's go there. Bruce. Whoop. You sum up. There it is right there. Boom. This movie right here. You guys gotta watch this movie here. Bruce Willis, The Surrogate. It's another situation where people try to escape reality and they live through Avatar. So they put these goggles on, their body is here, but they put the goggles on and they end up in the metaverse. And actually, like, all work is done in metaverse. You know, people don't actually work in the real world. They work in the metaverse. So you put these goggles on and you basically are projected into this metaverse dimension, and that's where everybody lives. And you can see these guys, he's laying down, and you put the thing on, and then your real physical body's neglected. And in fact, there's like, this is one of the first introductions of transgenderism that I've seen, because you have men who put the goggles on, but they live in the metaverse as women. I'll never forget that. So there's another movie you gotta pay attention to. So this, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Black Mirror, Minority Report, all these things in one are these Apple goggles. Let's go back. Hold on, let me fix the screen for you. Yeah, so are these Apple goggles. So I said this is the end of humanity. Why? Because, all right, let me say the two good things about this device that I like. Number one, I heard through the grapevine that if you have poor vision, you don't need glasses with these. It will focus based upon your vision. I guess it reads your eyes or something like that. So I think that's wonderful, right? The other thing is, people looking at devices, you know, your head's always down, so you start developing spine issues. So now that you have these goggles on, you can sit back and, you know, fix your posture. So those are two good things I think coming from this device. Now the bad. Are we really going to spend our time in the digital world doing this all the time? Is this where we're going? You know, and they sell it to you as something that you'll enjoy on the airplane, and it's probably enjoyable. I'm not paying $3,500 for this. I'm definitely not going to be paying $3,500 for this device. I just don't have that type of money to just be throwing out the window for them to zap my brain. If I'm going to zap my brain, I definitely want it to be affordable. But the sad part is we are going to use these goggles to escape reality. You know, this is basically the better version of, you know, Oculus, right? Oculus tried this, but, you know, I think it's a difference between VR and AR. And I told people a while back that AR is going to be better than VR. But, you know, and here's why I think it's going to help us escape reality. You ever seen a chick while you're sober, then you have a few drinks, and all of a sudden she starts looking better? Well, that's exactly what this is going to do. You're going to put these on, you're going to meet a chick, and it's going to throw a Snapchat filter on her, and she's going to go from a 6 to a 10 in a click of a button.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
You're not even going to know what your wife looks like anymore. You know, you're going to be like, oh my God, you look crazy, babe. Boop. And you're going to throw a filter on her dumb ass. Even the kids are going to throw filters on you. You know, your daughter's going to walk up. She's going to have this on. She's going to turn you into a dinosaur because you're more enjoyable to perceive as a dinosaur. She's going to say, ha, daddy, you're a dinosaur. Right? Or she's going to put a dress on your ass. AR is scary. AR is scary. It's going to take us away from reality, allow people to just manipulate reality, create an alternate reality. That's really what AR stands for. You know, I know they call it augmented reality, but it's called alternate reality, if you ask me. And alternative reality. And that's really what's happening here. This is scary. This is the end of humanity. And remember, I said it.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Let's go back in the Grift bag. We covered tech too on this channel. Since we're on the topic of tech, we got to talk about Gary Gensler and the SEC. Where is that? Hold on. There we go. Wait. Oh, this is what one of my handlers sent me. Okay, hold on. We'll get to that in just a moment. Let's see here. So Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, if I'm not mistaken. CEO, you founder? Yeah, founder and CEO, yeah. Brian Armstrong, CEO and founder of Coinbase, being hauled into the court by Gary Gensler and the SEC, the Ministry of Money. And regarding the SEC complaint, he says here, against us today, We're proud to represent the industry in court to finally get some clarity around crypto rules. Now, I agree. You know, this is, some people perceive this as like the end of crypto. And I'm like, no, I think this, you know, the SEC, you know, they're actually going to make crypto worth more money. Shout out to Syscoin, by the way. So let's see what he says. He says, remember, number one, the SEC reviewed our business and allowed us to become a public company in 2021. So SEC takes a look at how Coinbase does business, says, you know what, you can do business, we'll allow you to be a publicly traded company, da-da-da-da. And then he says, number two here, there is no path to come in and register. We tried repeatedly, so we don't list securities. We reject the vast majority of assets we review. The SEC and the CFTC have made conflicting statements and don't even agree on what is a security and what is a commodity. And this is what I told you yesterday when the news came out about Binance. They don't even know what security is. They just make it up. They say whatever we say is a security at any given time is a security, et cetera, et cetera. He said this is why the U.S. Congress is introducing new legislation to fix the situation. And the rest of the world is moving to put clear rules in place to support this technology. So he says here in regards to the SEC, instead of publishing a clear rule book, the SEC has taken a regulation by enforcement approach that is harming America. So if we need to avail ourselves of the courts to get clarity, so be it. By the way, in case it's not obvious, the Coinbase suit is very different from others out there. The complaint filed against us is exclusively focused on what is or is not a security, and we are confident in our facts and the law. We'll get the job done. In the meantime, let's all keep moving forward and build an industry. America will get this right in the end. So 2 ways to look at this. Number one is we're going to get clarity on exactly what is a security. And that's going to be one huge shit show. I promise you. I'm going to watch some of the hearings. We'll probably cover it on the Grift Report. But, you know, when they try to fumble over their words and define what a security is, it's going to be so broad that, you know, your average grifter is going to be a security.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
You know, what else? What else is, oh, okay. I know what I wanted to say. So what is really the goal here? And in order to understand what the SEC is trying to do here, you'd have to understand the history of commercial banking. You'd have to know the history of Jekyll Island. I would suggest getting this phenomenal document called The Patriot Report, Unmasking Conspiracy of Money and War by this gentleman by the name of Brian Sharp, available on HotepJesus.com.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Where I detail the history of central banking and also how it comes to be through Congress. How Congress comes to legalize and make this thing lawful with lots of explanation and dumbing it down for people so they can understand, you know, Keynesian economics, socialism, communism, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, so, you know, what's the goal here? The goal here is not to obliterate cryptocurrency. The goal here is to bring it under jurisdiction, sprinkle some socialism on it. And by that, I mean control, right? Socialism loves to basically kill freedom, kill free markets. So they don't want, basically what I envision is it's going to be taxed. They're like, look, y'all move some commodities, we got to get a cut. Y'all move some securities, we got to get a cut. So every crypto transaction is probably going to go through, what's the release date for FedNow? Let's see. FedNow release date. Have they finalized that? Let's see here. Let's put this up on your screen. It says here, the Federal Reserve announced on March 15, 2023 that the FedNow instant payment service will be launched in July. Yeah, that's what I thought. So July. So sometime in July next month, we're going to get the FedNow system. It's going to be interesting how that rolls out because it's going to rival Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, and other forms of instant payments. So, which is, I called it, you know, the railroad for the CBDC. So they'll roll out FedNow, which basically unifies all banking systems in America and creates a bridge for international banking systems. You know, currently, so we got FedNow, and then in the UK they have SETL technology, and that's the protocol they're using to create, this interbank communication, bring everybody into one protocol to make it easier to communicate. And this is going to affect SWIFT and ACH. So I'd imagine that SWIFT would be brought under this global umbrella of instant payment services, where there's no clearinghouse. It's just be, basically, a swapping of balances, because they don't actually send the money. You just say, hey, I'm taking this off my balance sheet, and you add it to your balance sheet, except it's going to be happening through maybe blockchain technology or, some other, form of technology that they'll deem to be cryptocurrency, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, coming back to my point, that's really what all this stuff is about. SEC is hauling Coinbase into court so they can define what a security is. Therefore, they can regulate it and get a piece. Like I said before, if a dime bag is sold in the park, I want in.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
So that's really what's happening here. They're not killing the crypto industry. They're going to cripple it a little bit, But I would imagine that, the more regulation they add on something like crypto, the more the assets to be worth something, because people are going to just go, all right, you guys want to regulate it here, but because of the nature of crypto, much of it's going to be anonymous. So the value is going to rise. That's how I imagine it to be. The value is going to rise, and the black market's going to get, well, I can't call it a black market. Let's call it the dark market. The dark market, the anon cryptos of the world are going to be just going to be, more valuable. For example, many of the marijuana dealers were concerned, and I'm talking about your illegal marijuana dealers, the ones that don't have a dispensary license, et cetera, et cetera. They were concerned, like, is this going to kill my business? And, from what I'm hearing, not that I know any drug dealers, but what I'm hearing is that it's helped business. The underground market of marijuana distribution is saying that, legal marijuana has helped their business, mostly because people don't want to pay that much. There's a premium on dispensary marijuana because of the high taxes. So what's going to happen is you're going to have people who are not going to want to pay the high taxes on crypto, which is going to turn the dark market into something quite lucrative and to be sought after, and make crypto even more rare. So that's my take on that. You're probably not going to hear that take in many places because, well, people just... Anyway, let's go back in the grift bag. I don't want to disparage anybody. It's really hard to be a Hotep. It's really hard to get to where I've gotten, and I haven't always been the person I am today. Let's talk about the Ukraine. Let's talk about the Ukraine, and then we'll talk about Trump and his issues. All right, let's go here. So, a major hydroelectric, this is Citizen Free Press, a major hydroelectric dam has blown up in South Ukraine. Drone footage shows extensive damage. Alexander Prokudin, the head of Kherson region, is ordering an evacuation, and models show the area could suffer severe flooding. And there's some drone footage here. I actually sat down and watched it. It's kind of crazy. So a dam broke. Mayor of Kherson posted this to his Telegram. In 5 hours, the water level will be at a critical level. The evacuation of people from dangerous areas began. Then there's this this tweet here showing how the flooding is going to affect this region. And as you watch it, you'll see it basically take land. And then it's going to go into this basin, if we can call it that. And then the basin seems to become full and then spill over. And you're going to see it right there at the bottom left of your screen. It takes land. So there's going to be severe flooding in this region of Ukraine. And, some people have said that they were warned about this. They were warned that this dam was brittle and was going to break. Continues here. Eyewitness video shows the Nova Kakhovka Dam on the Dnipro River has been destroyed. Water is pouring through the dam. You see the reservoir there. Everything we know at this moment, you see that there. So it says here, a vast Soviet era. Let's pull this up on your screen so you can follow along. Oh, damn it. Okay, here we go. A vast Soviet-era dam in the Russian-controlled part of southern Ukraine was blown on Tuesday, unleashing a flood of water across the war zone. According to both Ukrainian and Russian forces, both sides blame the other for destroying the dam. So, of course, we can expect that to be politicized, and they'll blame it on Russia. Russia blame it on Ukraine. And really, it's probably just a dam that just never was repaired. Infrastructure is just really bad. We have the same problem in the United States. It says here the dam, 30 meters yards tall and 3.2 kilometers, 2 miles long, was built in 1956 on the Dnipro River as part of the Kakhovka hydroelectric power plant. It holds a reservoir of about the same volume as the Great Salt Lake in Utah and also supplies water to the Crimean Peninsula, annexed by Russia in 2014, and to another nuclear plant, which is also under Russian control. Ukraine's military said that Russian forces blew up the dam. Their statement here says the Kakhovka Dam was blown up by Russian occupying forces. The South Command of Ukraine's armed forces said on Tuesday on its Facebook page, why would they blow up a dam if they're already in control of that region? That makes absolutely no sense. If you know anything about colonization, you know, you don't want to destroy the region that you're in. You kind of want it intact. It's much more beneficial to keep all the resources intact. Anyway, the scale of destruction, the speed and volumes of water, and the likely areas of inundation are being clarified. Russian news agencies said the dam controlled by Russian forces had been destroyed in shelling, while Russian installed officials said it was a terrorist attack. So again, everybody's blaming everybody. So keep your eyes on that. I don't want to read anymore. I'm boring myself at this point. So, but we got something else to talk about here. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can pull this up. Let's see. Boom. 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 Okay, here we go. New York Times. And I want to make this big on the screen. So when you guys follow along, you can see this in 4K. This is very important here. This is very important. Everybody see that on your screen right there? You see what that says? New York Times. I actually had to buy a subscription to New York Times just to bring this to you. Headline reads, Nazi symbols on Ukraine's front lines highlight thorny issues of history. Didn't people already say this? And they were like, no, this is Russian propaganda. So let's see here. Troops' use of patches bearing Nazi emblems risk fueling Russian propaganda and spreading imagery that the West has spent half a century trying to eliminate. This is where the media talks out two sides of the face, because they're saying it's Russian propaganda, but the troops actually have the Nazi emblem. So is it propaganda or is it the truth? Which one is it? Which one is it? What is it? Let's see here. So Thomas Gibbons Neff says, Kiev, Ukraine. Since Russia began its invasion of Ukraine last year, the Ukrainian government and NATO allies have posted, then quietly deleted, 3 seemingly innocuous photographs from their social media feeds: a soldier standing in a group, another resting in a trench, and an emergency worker posing in front of a truck. In each photograph, Ukrainians in uniform wore patches featuring symbols that were made notorious by Nazi Germany and have since become a part of iconography of far-right hate groups. The photographs and their deletions highlight the Ukrainian military's complicated relationship with Nazi imagery, a relationship forged under both Soviet and German occupation during World War II. Complicated relationship? Complicated relationship? Really? What? It's not complicated. They're Nazis. There's nothing complicated. Let's not complicate. There's nothing. It's quite simple. You got Nazis in Ukraine. What's complicated to understand about that? Far right groups pop up allegedly in America. Y'all call them Nazis. Trump won the election. Y'all ain't had no problem calling them Nazis. That shit wasn't complicated. Nazis pop up in Ukraine. They got Nazi imagery on their patches. And now all of a sudden it's a complicated relationship. So they continue. That relationship has become especially delicate because Putin has falsely declared Russia to be a Nazi state. Now that, in my opinion, remains to be seen. I don't know if that's false. I don't know. Because now look at you. First, y'all said it wasn't happening. Now y'all saying it's happening, but it's Russian propaganda. Next, it's going to be, oh, you know what? And we said this before. We said it on Hotep's Been Told You. We said it on the Grift Report. They're going to come back later on, a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, and go, oops, we accidentally armed Al-Qaeda. Do we got to play the clip? Maybe we got to play the clip for these fools. Maybe we got to play the clip for these fools. For some of y'all are not red-pilled enough. Let's see if here we go. Let's play the clip.
We had a huge trust deficit, in part because the United States had, to be fair, we had helped to create the problem we're now fighting. How? Because when the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, we had this brilliant idea that we...
You see the common thread here. Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan. Listen to what she says.
We were going to come to Pakistan and create a force of mujahideen, equip them with Stinger missiles and everything else to go after the Soviets inside Afghanistan.
You heard that, right?
And we were successful. The Soviets left Afghanistan, and then we said, great, goodbye, leaving these trained people who were fanatical in Afghanistan and Pakistan, leaving them well armed, creating a mess, frankly, that at the time we didn't really recognize. We were just so happy to see the Soviet Union fall.
That sounds like bullshit.
And we thought, okay, fine, we're okay now. Everything's going to be so much better. Now you look back, the people we're fighting today, we were supporting in the fight against the Soviets.
We also have a...
Y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Loud and clear. Got him in 4K. Got him.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
It's the same play over and over again. That's why I said, if you know your history, you know what's going on in the present day. If you know your history, you know what's going on in the present day. See, you know what's going to happen? We said it before. We're going to arm all these people. A couple years from now, we're going to go back. We're going to go, oh, oops, we accidentally armed a Nazi regime, a Nazi country. Now we got to go back over there and remove the Nazi presence. You know what else this reminds me of? Let's go here. Boom. Let's go here. Boom, boom. Anybody know about this book right here? Anybody know about this? Anthony Sutton. You should read all his work. The contribution made by American capitalism. Make sure y'all can see that in 4K. There you go. Contribution by American capitalism to German war preparations can only be described as phenomenal. It was certainly crucial to German military capabilities. Not only was an influential sector of American business aware of the nature of Nazism, but for its own purposes, aided Nazism wherever possible and profitable, with full knowledge that the probable outcome would be war involving Europe and United States. So implicated in this is, let's see if I can remember now. What's the name of the French bank? This is also documented in Tragedy and Hope, Carol Quigley. Very detailed too. Chase is involved here. Ford is involved here. You also have ethyl gasoline, Zyklon B, which many of this stuff were U.S. patents given out. You had shellings that avoided all of the places that produced this stuff. You also had GE or AEG. You had ITT. Communications, patents. I mean, just a full funding of Nazism in Germany. This is well documented. What's the name of the hearings that they had here? Chat, help me out here. What's the name of the hearings that they had here? They had a commission. I can't remember. I studied this, years ago, whatever. So let's go back. And for the people that don't know this history, I feel bad for you. I feel really bad that you don't know about this stuff. So let's go back to the article, right? So now we know this stuff is not unprecedented. We've armed Nazis before. We've armed Al-Qaeda. And now we want to pretend like we're not doing the same thing in Ukraine. If you guys want to pretend, that's totally fine. YouTube, I don't believe it. YouTube, listen, we're not funding Nazis. We're not doing that. That's not what's happening. YouTube, you're absolutely right. That's not happening. All of this stuff is just pure conspiracy theories and lies. There are no Nazis in Germany. There's just people with Nazi patches. That's what's happening here. So it says Ukraine has worked for years through legislation and military restructuring to contain a fringe far-right movement whose members proudly wear symbols steeped in Nazi history, espouse views hostile to leftists, rainbow movements, and ethnic minorities. Hugo Boss uniforms. Yeah, thank you. Nuremberg trials. Thank you. The Nuremberg trials. Go do your research on the Nuremberg trials. Anyway, let's continue. Some members of these groups have been fighting Russia since the Kremlin illegally annexed part of the Crimea region. Now, what does it even mean to illegally annex? Like, who's the arbiter of what's legal and what's not legal? Yeah, Warburg bankers. Yeah, all of that. The Nuremberg trials is what I was talking about. Some are regarded as national heroes. Oh, yeah? So you just told me that this is not a Nazi nation, but they're viewed as national heroes. Which one is it? Even as far right remains marginalized politically. The iconography of these groups, including skull and crossbones, patch worn by concentration camp guards, and symbol known as the Black Sun, now appears with some regularity. You said it's just fringe, but now you're saying it's regularity. This is why you got to watch the media, because they talk out two sides of their mouth. On uniforms of soldiers fighting on the front line, including soldiers who say the imagery symbolizes Ukrainian sovereignty and pride, not Nazism. Okay, so that's the out. In the short term, that threatens to reinforce Putin's propaganda campaign, fuel his false claims that Ukraine must be denazified, a position that ignores the fact that Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky, is in fact Jewish. And I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole about them people and their involvement in Nazism. We're not going to do that. I got to keep my job at Fox. So let's keep it moving. More broadly, Ukraine's ambivalence about these symbols and sometimes even its acceptance of them risks giving new mainstream life to icons that the West has spent more than half a century trying to eliminate. What worries me in the Ukrainian context is that people in Ukraine who are in leadership positions, either they don't or they're not willing to acknowledge and understand how these symbols are viewed outside of Ukraine. So what they're trying to say is that in Ukraine, these symbols don't mean Nazism, but outside of Ukraine, they do. This is the thing that they're trying to say. So Michael Coburn, a researcher at the investigative group Bellingcat, studies international far-rightism. I think Ukrainians need to increasingly realize that these images undermine support for the country. In a statement, the Ukrainian Defense Ministry said that as a country that suffered greatly under German occupation, we emphasize that Ukraine categorically condemns any manifestations of Nazism. So far, the imagery has not eroded international support for the war. It has, however, left diplomats, Western journalists, and advocacy groups in a difficult position, calling attention to the iconography, risk playing into Russian propaganda, saying nothing allows it to spread. Even Jewish groups and anti-hate organizations that have traditionally called out hateful symbols have stayed largely silent. Whew. Privately, some leaders have worried about being seen as embracing Russian propaganda target points. Questions over how to interpret such symbols are as divisive as they are persistent. And not just in Ukraine. In American South, some have insisted that today the Confederate flag symbolizes pride, not its history of racism and secession. Now, see how they try to bring that in? You see that? You see how they try to conflate the Confederate flag with Nazism? We talked about this last night on the Hotep's Been Told You show. Patreon.com/Hotep's Been Told You. The swastika was an important Hindu symbol before it was co-opted by the Nazis. That's not a good equivalent. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. They are reaching throughout this article. And if you knew nothing, if you hadn't done your studies, your historical studies, you'd believe this shit. Anyway, in April, Ukraine's defense ministry posted a photograph on its Twitter account. A soldier wearing a patch featuring a skull and crossbones known as the Totenkopf, or Death's Head. The specific symbol in the picture was made notorious by a Nazi unit that committed war crimes and guarded concentration camps during World War II. The patch in the photograph sets the Totenkopf atop Ukrainian flag with the symbol number 6 below it. That patch is the official merchandise of Death. In June, a British neo-folk band that the Southern Poverty Law Center has produces hate speech and exploits themes, images of fascism and Nazism. So SPLC has said what these symbols mean, and now y'all trying to tell us that the SPLC don't know what they talk about when it comes to these symbols. ADL considers the Totenkopf a common hate symbol, but Jake Hyman, a spokesman for the group, said it was impossible to make an inference about the wear of the Ukrainian army based on the patch. The image, while offensive, is that of a musical band. I'd love to hear the music from this band and have somebody interpret for me. I wonder what they're saying in their music. Somebody please tell us. The band now uses the photograph posted by the Ukrainian military to market the Totenkopf patch. New York Times asked the Ukrainian Defense Ministry on April 27th about the tweet. Several hours later, the post was deleted. If these aren't symbols of hate, why'd you delete the post?
Hotep Jesus, Hotep Jesus, Hotep Jesus. I love that guy. He's terrific.
The soldier in the photograph was part of a volunteer unit called the Da Vinci Wolves, which started as part of the military wing of Ukraine's right sector, a coalition of right-wing organizations and political parties that militarized after Russia's illegal annexation of Crimea. At least 5 of the photographs of the Wolves' Instagram and Facebook pages feature their soldiers wearing Nazi-style patches, including the Totenkopf, Nazi-style. They just say it, Nazis, man. Anyway, you know, I'm not going to read this whole thing because, well, now I'm bored. So you guys can go read this at your own pleasure, at your own leisure. And that's what's happening across the pond. Now, they like to say it's not happening and they're not Nazis. And YouTube, I agree, there are no Nazis in Ukraine. They, you know, the patches just happen to mean something other than what they mean or something like that. Anyway, last piece of the Grift Report. Biden and Trump having some legal issues. Let's pull this up. Let's pull this up. Whoops.
Entity. We'll hear more as James Comer is now speaking at the Capitol. Let's listen.
FBI officials confirmed that the unclassified FBI-generated record has not been disproven and is currently being used in an ongoing investigation. The confidential human source who provided information about then Vice President Biden being involved in a criminal bribery scheme is a trusted, highly credible informant who has been used by the FBI for over 10 years. and has been paid over 6 figures. These are facts, and no amount of spin and frankly lies from the White House or congressional Democrats can change this information. At the briefing, the FBI again refused to hand over the unclassified record to the custody of the House Oversight Committee, and we will now initiate contempt of Congress hearings this Thursday. Given the severity and complexity of the allegations contained within this record, Congress must investigate further. Americans have lost trust in the FBI's ability to enforce the law impartially and demand answers, transparency, and accountability. The investigation is not dead. This is only the beginning. It appears this investigation is part of an ongoing investigation, which I assume is in Delaware. The Oversight Committee will follow the facts and be transparent to the American people with our findings.
So, the Biden criminal family,
Entity will hear.
the Biden crime family has all this information pouring out, yet we got this news. From Trump himself, but let's go here.
Department and the FBI.
Let's go here. We got Ted Cruz. Let's see what Ted Cruz got to say. I don't even like Ted Cruz.
The Obama Justice Department and the FBI and the IRS were turned into political weapons to target their enemies. You just talked about Lois Lerner. That was part of that. It then talks about how those vicious partisans burrowed into senior career positions in the agencies, and the deep state waged war against Donald Trump. During the 4 years Trump was president, the deep state tried to do everything they could to destroy his presidency. Now those partisans are back in the open. They are brazen. They are running the Biden Justice Department, the FBI, the IRS. And Sean, it gives me no pleasure to say it. This Attorney General, Merrick Garland, is the most partisan. He is the most political Attorney General in our nation's history. And he has corrupted the Department of Justice. He has corrupted.
I'm trying to figure out when the FBI wasn't political. I don't want to hear any more from him. Trump here says, how can DOJ possibly charge me, who did nothing wrong, when no other presidents were charged, when Joe Biden won't be charged with anything, including the fact that he has 1,850 boxes, much of it classified, and some dating back to his Senate day, even when Democrat senators are shocked. Also, President Clinton had documents and won in court. Crooked Hillary deleted 33,000 emails, many classified, and wasn't even close to being charged. Only Trump, the greatest witch hunt of all time. Now, with all that being said, we're going to open up phone lines next, 202-596-5631, 202-596-5631. With all that being said, I have some quite disturbing news here. Let's pull this up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's put this here. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. President Trump donors' entire family killed in plane crash after being intercepted by F-16s over D.C. Really now? Really now? Interesante. Let's fix this on your screen. Take a look at this. A frequent donor to the NRA and Republican politicians and causes told reporters that he lost several family members when a private jet crashed after flying through restricted airspace Sunday. John Rumpel told Washington Post that his entire family was on board the Cessna Citation that crashed near Montebello, Virginia around 3:30 p.m. 3:30. Y'all see the 3-3 in there, right? Y'all see the 3-3 in there? I'm not touching that. I'm going to leave that alone. Multiple outlets, including New York Times, reported that Rumpel's daughter, 2-year-old granddaughter, and nanny went down with the plane as well as pilot. UK's Daily Mail identified the daughter as Adina Azarian, 49, and reported that the Rumpels lost another daughter in a scuba diving accident when she was 19. The jet, owned by Encore Motors of Melbourne, Florida, which Rumpel and his wife own, according to federal records. Wait, they got jet Cessnas now? I know I'm completely out the loop. I didn't know Cessna had jets. Also, I know nothing about planes, so. Oh yeah, they do. Really cool. Interesting. Oh, I like this thing. Anyway, I'm sorry. It was intercepted by two F-16 jets after it flew into the restricted airspace over Washington, D.C. A total of 6 jets were scrambled in response to the incursion, but only 2 inspected the private jet. The scrambling fighters caused a sonic boom that startled residents across D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Jets deployed flares in an attempt to get the attention of unresponsive Cessna's pilot, who appeared to have lost consciousness. Private jet appeared to be flying on autopilot. Cessna was not shot down. We know nothing about the crash. We are talking to the FFA now. I've got to keep the line clear. Rumpel is a pilot himself, according to the Times. He told the Times in a breaking voice that if the plane had lost cabin pressure, they all just would have gone to sleep and never woke up. I don't think they found the wreckage yet. Wait, what? They didn't find the wreckage. It descended at 20,000 feet a minute, and nobody could survive a crash from that speed. Wait. Didn't get shot down. Tried flares. Was on autopilot. But crashed? Data from flight tracking service Flight Radar 24 shows a plane matching the citation description and a flight path reaching Long Island before turning around. What? So the plane flew to Long Island and then turned around? The plane flew directly over Washington before the data ends. Now, why would a plane on autopilot be programmed to fly over illegal airspace? Again, I know nothing about how this stuff works, so take everything I'm saying with a 10-4 Kofi. Rumpel has a history of donations to Republican candidates and causes, including former President Donald Trump, DeSantis, Romney, and numerous state Republican parties, according to Open Secrets. The National Transportation Safety Board will be leading the continuing investigation into the crash. Yo, this shit is way above my pay grade. We are going to phone calls right after this break. 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631 after this short commercial break.
Most of you will be replaced by AI, but it doesn't have to be this way. You can become AI resistant, but you will need to outperform the machines. You may not think this is possible, but it is. The infiniteness of human consciousness is more infinite than the power of the machine. You may not know how to tap into this power, but we do, and we will show you how. Join us in this journey to make the machine our servant.
Strong Dad Protocol on the line. What up, bro? What up, bro? Happy Strong Dad June.
Hey, happy Strong Dad June. Hey, man, I'm really glad that you stopped talking about that. We can't lose you. We can't lose you, man. Just for the record, anyone watching, I would like to say that the brother Hotep Jesus loves the Jewish people. He has been a longstanding friend in the community and will continue to be a friend in any future endeavors. And please do not, come after him. He is a great man. Taught me how to love the Jewish people myself. So just wanted to put that out there first.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
Hotep Jesus. I love that guy.
Exactly. So I wanted to oh man, this is a very impactful show. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this this Oculus thing, or the I forgot what the Apple.
Oh, the Apple goggles.
So you were naming a few shows that were pretty prophetic, or a few movies that were prophetic, or something like this. But there's one you left out, and that's Ready Player One. I don't know if anybody or yourself has seen this, but it's set in the future, and in this future, everybody literally lives in the metaverse. You can be whatever you want in the metaverse. It's trans species, you can be Optimus Prime or whatever. And outside of this metaverse, people live in what is essentially slum towns made of trailer parks or trailers stacked on top of each other. It's like the movie Elysium with Matt Damon, except all of the units are, city, skyscraper high.
I'm familiar.
And I'm telling you right now, when I saw this, that was the first thing I thought of, because I feel like we're getting pretty damn close to Minority Report. Mm-hmm. I feel like we are still quite a ways from surrogates. But when I look at the concept of Ready Player One, we are very, very close. I mean, we have online gaming. Just imagine there's even another this anime, and it's called Sword Art Online, and these people they all get on and they get trapped and they're stuck in this game. So first of all, I truly believe that once this technology reaches its I don't want to say zenith, but once it gets perfected to a higher degree, we're gonna really actually see the singularity that the accelerationists and the nihilists about AI are talking about, because there is the issue still of mapping human consciousness in a way that it can actually be replicated and understood. And right now, the internet is one way that you can see human consciousness play out, or the way that we think and believe, and the things that we step to, our biases and so on and so forth. But I truly believe that this form of technology is the next step to getting us at that actual AI breaking point that people talk about being afraid of. They're going to be able to map the human mind better than ever if the human mind itself is more connected than it's ever been. And quite frankly, I'm scared to death of it. I'm scared to death of it. And part of me, I'm of two. I'm both an accelerationist and a nihilist in this perspective, because one, I've been skateboarding since '93. I tore my meniscus in PCL, and I'm like, crack out the nanobots and I'll shove them things in my kneecap. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do some Spartan races again. But at the same exact time, what happens when they activate those nanobots? You know what I'm saying? You're going to have MK Ultra Trey running around here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Trying to take out Hotep Jesus at HotepCon next year. Facts.
Right. That's I truly believe.
Tell you right
that,
now, I'm gonna kick your ass.
You better hit the gym. They're gonna have me juiced up. I'm telling you right now, it's this technology right here is going to be the next step towards human control. People are gonna lose their minds in this world. I mean, you already have people creating AI OnlyFans models and things like that. Like, you talk about men are going to one day not want real women at all. This is probably the biggest step towards that right there. And all I can say is take care of your family. Try to, as much as you can, withdraw from, the quote unquote matrix or whatever. We have to be a part of it to a degree, right? But you're going to have to be more intent on creating a safe distance between you and the machine, even if you have to operate or be in contact with the machine. Honestly, like, this is why I stay trade working. I would love to learn how to code, but I don't want to be more in the machine than I already am. I like that I am a part of an industry that is hard to replace. And I don't think that people are recognizing, you know, what this actually is. You know, people are just so stupid. I mean, we see with the whole Ukraine thing. You know, we told them from day one what it was. We were like, hey, you guys know these guys are these people, right? You guys know this is that. They called us, you know, the same thing Joy Reid did during the Trump when he was running. You know, they called us Russian bots. You know, we were the champions and the purveyors of misinformation.
Putin propagandists.
Putin propagandists, and it all came to a zenith when they said, well, it's primarily the black man getting misinformed. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, please be careful. Please be careful. You know, don't try to integrate with the newest technology. Wait for the last iteration before you even think about actual integration. I better not see none of y'all with no Elon chip in your brain talking about, oh, yeah, you know, I can connect to Google way better, because then they're going to turn your ass off one day when you say some shit on the internet that they don't like. It happens that quick. It happens that quick. You know, you look at people who live in, I mean, God bless America, because we truly are as free as it's possible to get. You look at places and, you know, other places in Europe and especially Australia, they shut you down for your opinion. They don't just fine you. They don't just arrest you. They cut off access to all of your money. They take away your ability to live. Right now, we get character assassinations. That's the best that they can actually do. But they can't, you know, you have access to your money to a degree. Once they have you completely plugged in, once you are more plugged in than you are, you know, on Twitter and Facebook, you're done. You're done. If you don't agree with the mob, if you don't agree with the popular anything, they're going to cut you off. So, people, pay attention. Pay serious attention, and don't be afraid to be that person in the family at the cookout, at the picnic, at the family reunion with the tinfoil on, who's trying to wake your family up. Don't even stop, because even though they don't want to hear it, everybody comes around. Everybody comes around.
Let me hop in right there.
Okay.
Here's my strategy. I talk to the little cousins. I talk to my little cousins, the ones that's like, you know, 13, 14, 15, 16, probably right around after 25, you basically become an idiot. So anybody in my family, you know, I grab the kids and I be like, you ever heard about this? You ever heard about that? They be like, for real, cuz? For real, cuz? I be like, yeah. But don't tell your mama I told you. You know, I do shit like that. I done gave up on the old folks. I focus on the kids.
This is true. I'm telling you, hey, when the Jabby Jag came around, you know, when I finally like got back into the crib, and I found out, like, my mom took it, my dad took it, my stepmom took it, all my homies, all my cousins, and, you know, all the older people back in Baltimore, they all took it. And I'm just sitting here like, are y'all crazy? Since when did y'all stop being black, man? Since when did y'all stop being suspicious? This right here, that's why they're targeting young people so intensely, because they know that the critical thinking skills is, you know, it's really its strongest when you're at a certain age. You want to question everything. You want to, you know, look at everything. Everything is interesting to you. And that's why they try to make us who we are. That's why they try to make the Hoteps the bad guy, because they're trying to cut us off from that generation.
Correct.
So, y'all, be careful. Be careful out there in these streets. I'm telling you, man, you might even want to get rid of your VR headset, because you don't even know the minute you log on one day, they might zap you, and now you are part of the system. And I'm gonna stay forever suspicious on that. I'll stick with my PlayStation. I'll stick with my controller. I'm not putting anything on my head. No nodes are going on my head at all. No, I'm not plugging into nothing.
Oh man, I'm with you. Man. I'm scared of this shit.
I'm scared of it. Especially people like us, because they're going to be like, oh, we got them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh, we got a Hotep on. Click. Just like that.
Yep.
Flatline in your living room. Trying to play Call of Duty with the VR headset. I ain't doing it.
Be a rap for you.
Yep. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? Happy Strong Dad Jew, y'all. Today is about, what is it about? Bravery and courage. This right here is going to take a lot of bravery and courage to face this new world.
Did you make a video today?
So stay strong. I did. I indeed made a video.
All right, I got to pull that up then. We're going to have to play that.
Amen.
All right, happy Strong Dad June, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, man, happy Strong Dad June. Hotep and Bill.
Strong Dad Protocol and check-in. They acting funny with the phone right now. The phone like, oh, God, I'm getting hit with the copyright shit. Hold on. If the string go down, I'll be right back. They trying to hit me with the copyright.
Call from
Goldstein.
Hotep Goldstein on the check-in. What's good, bro?
Hey, the Google Glass shit, that new Apple headset, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Remember how we took that? We covered that shit yesterday about them brothers on the corner out there and how they had no business out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the corner for the white people, man.
Wow.
That's that same corner you ain't supposed to be on. And when you get your ass on it, don't get mad when the hammer drop on your ass. You know, black folks ain't affording no shit like that. Not off the rip. Like Strong Dad said, you know, we blessed with having zero money, so that way we can get the fourth or fifth iteration of that shit. But I'm gonna tell you now, I'm gonna get a little bit esoteric on this one. There's a passage in the Bible where it says there's gonna come a time when people, you know, they accept some shit that they're gonna be wanting to die but can't. That's because your ass is gonna be uploaded in the cloud with no way back. That's gonna be hell. That's gonna be the hell that separates you.
That's one hell of a take.
That's going to be the hell that separates you. That's going to be the lake of fire right there. Your ass going to be stuck in the clouds somewhere, fucking these people, and you ain't going to have no way back to be able to do a goddamn thing except run around in a microchip some motherfucking where for eternity. Don't fucking around.
Oh, man, that's real talk.
And then we got Little Mermaid doing big numbers, huh? Digital chickens is getting slurped down. Come on, look, bro. We had representation with Gabriella. Say her name, goddammit. Gabriella.
Who's Gabriella?
She was already a part of the Little Mermaid universe. She was already a black mermaid. Now, if you're business minded and trying to do some things other than whatever the fuck Disney's trying to do, you would think, let's make her the story, expand the universe, and maybe juice a few more shekels out of this goddamn brand, because Ariel's played the fuck out, right?
Yeah.
All they doing right now, they put her in blackface, and in about, I don't know, 10 or 15 years, they'll put her on the shelf. In about 10 or 15 years, they'll dust her off and make her Chinese for a whole new generation of motherfuckers. And a whole new bag. But if black folks was really serious about representation, they should have just got at their ass or something and been like, yo, we don't want black Ariel, we want Gabriella. Say her name, she's black, and she's deaf, so you get hella woke points fucking with that. She could have been a whole new brand, a whole new everything.
She could have been a spinoff.
Yeah. You know, make her a goddamn character. Make her a presence in the Disney universe. Don't just keep feeding us digital chicklets. This shit's ridiculous.
I see what you're saying. I
mean, damn.
Well, that's the thing. They never want to give us what we already got. You know what I'm saying? They always want to feed us white man's leftovers.
Pretty much. And then you got Broad. She ain't doing it no. She could have been like, yo, I'm not trying to play her. I want to play this one. I want to breathe some life into this. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else doing it except, you know, if y'all ever get the movie production agency off the ground, there you go. Cartoon, Gabriella, Deaf Mermaid, doing things.
Dude, she got a fat ass. Because you're going to need that if you want the shines to check in.
This is true. I think she probably got a hella fat fishtail. That's what I'm about.
Reckless.
Man. Then you got the United States. Now, the United States fucking with the Nazis over in the Ukraine.
Seen that. Mm-hmm.
Same thing as they was doing back in World War II, because this is the fourth motherfucking Reich right here. This country right here. Fourth Reich.
Hell of a take. Talk about it.
Yeah, the same people that kicked off the third one, the same people who had their hand all up in that at the beginning, same people using the same methods to construct the fourth Reich right here in this country. Maybe this time we'll see. I think what it was the United States in World War II, Germany had a pact. They had a plan, but Hitler couldn't stay off the mess long enough to exact that shit. So they made sure they made sure this time around, it was like, we don't want no more rogue agents. So put this old senile motherfucker up in there. That way we ain't got to worry about a damn thing. And if he gets to acting too tough, or if he gets doing too much shit that's crazy, we'll just pull out all this Ukraine business that he had going on in the background. Because I'm fairly certain that country has been a playground for some of the elite for some time now. And they got dirt on just about anybody and everybody. And that includes Donald Trump. I mean, he's on that plan too.
A lot of dealings going on.
Man, this shit goes all the way back to some heavy blackmail operations that I won't get into on this channel. But if you ever want to hear about it, I speak periodically on that shit on my Twitter. There you go. And I will continue to do so till they ban my ass, which I'm fairly certain is coming shortly.
Yo, make sure y'all follow Hotep Goldstein over on Twitter. Hell of a take, man. Hell of a take.
Outside of that, I really ain't got much else. So I'm going to let you get back to it. You have yourself a wonderful Friday.
Hey, man. Happy Strong Dad June, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, happy Strong Dad June to all the pops out there, all the fathers out there, man. And y'all have a good one.
All right, Hotep and Bill, bro. Hotep Goldstein on the chicken. My bad, Jabari. Well, the first Apple, Jabari said, the first Apple computer sold for $666.66, and their symbol is what Satan tempted mankind with in the Garden of Eden. But y'all love iPhones and MacBooks. God damn.
Call from
Rudy the Vet.
Rudy the Vet Russo on the line. What up, Rudy? Talk to me, man.
What up, HJ? What's going on, my brother?
What's
How
good,
you
yo?
doing today, man?
Life is good. Life is good.
Yo.
I'm feeling good. Today's a good day.
Yo, the Apple goggles are the mark of the beast, dog.
Yes, they are.
I'm challenging every chat to look up the name Yoel Harari from the World Economic Forum.
Yoel,
and
what?
how he talks about Yoel Harari from the World Economic Forum and the speeches he gives about the useless eaters who are going to need to be taken care of with video. And then you look at Apple dropping this heads-up display that you can walk around with all day. It's all been written, dude. It's all been written, man. It's all. And then they'll call me a conspiracy. You're a conspiracy theorist. But I've seen all his videos. I've listened to all that dude's speeches, man. He's. There is no God. There is no. We can control man. We can with nanomedicines. Listen to that dude. Yoel Harari, World Economic Forum, #2, Klaus Schwab's henchman, dude. listen to his speeches. Think about the Apple goggles while you're listening to his speeches and realize this is all by design, dude. Do not ever get their hands on those stupid ass goggles, man. My kids, I'll be dead before they get those goggles. If I wouldn't even let my kid get the Oculus, and I wanted it so bad for Christmas, I was like, hell no. And then he said, he's going to ask his dad for it. I said, if your dad sends that down here, I didn't shoot your iPhone, I didn't shoot your iPad, but I'm going to shoot them goddamn goggles. I'll take them right out back and blow them away with the shotgun, man. They're not coming in my house, man. Think about it, dude. Think about it, people. Yoel Harari, World Economic Forum. Listen to his speeches. And then think about them glasses while you're listening to this man speak about humanity.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, check him out, dude. 2, I'm the third con in a row, man. If you motherfuckers ain't pissed off that these sons of bitches, man, I watched that stream today with Cannon and listened to the judge read all the nitpicking ways that we have to live by laws, right? He's reading to the jury how he's defining the 7 ways that they can fry Travis Rudolph, and the 1 way you can free Travis Rudolph. But Joe Biden and his son have walked around. I mean, all of these politicians have walked around shitting all over the laws they write, man. This is a bullshit society, man. We live in a bullshit society, man. 7 years of my life sat in the penitentiary behind a fucking plant, dude. A fucking plant that's legal now. Sat in bars behind a fucking plant. And these dudes run around, Clinton gets away. Man, this shit burns my soul, dude. It burns my soul. It makes me lose all faith in the Constitution, man.
Shit's sad, man. I need Ken Hotep to call in and give us an update. Ken, if you're watching, I need that update, bro.
Yeah, Cannon, I was on a stream earlier, man. I mean, it's just crazy, man. The way they got 10 ways to fry him and 1 way to free him. And the judge is breaking down every way you can fucking fry him. How the hell are you going to take the man up on first-degree murder charges, but you could give him second-degree manslaughter, this, and this. So you can fry him any way you want to fry him, but there's only 1 way that you can let him go, dude. It's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. Especially when the elites that write the fucking laws, Joe Biden, with, if you do anything besides jaywalk, when he was on the floor of Congress on the crime bill speech, if you do anything besides jaywalk, this is going to give you 5 years in prison. But his kids running around banging underage women, videotaping the whole thing. The whole world sees it. The whole world knows it, and their apparatus has people brainwashed, just like those people when Laura went in there and was in Comey's face. Did you see how mad those people were? Did you see how mad those people were that she was exposing that man? You know what I'm saying? Because they're all sheep. They're stupid. They're the ones that are going to be putting around the goggles. You're going to put the goggles on. Their kids, their grandkids are going to put the goggles on because they're idiots and they can't think for themselves. 3rd, Matt Walsh is a prick. My brother, Psych Tyson, worked with him. I called you a while ago.
Wait, you said what? Your brother what?
My brother, Psych Tyson, worked side by side with him at the radio station he came up through. He's going to call in around 4:30, same area code as me, and he's going to give you the skinny. When I called you a couple months ago, I told you he was a straight-up prick. And I was like, my brother worked with him, and you were like, well, to give me some details. I couldn't give you any details because I wasn't there. My brother's ready to call and blast the dude. Now, you walk around beating your chest about how you're a Christian conservative, and you're out there posting about aliens, dude. What is it, man? Are you a Christian conservative or are you an alien lover, dude? Because if you're an alien lover, you obviously don't believe in God, correct? That's what I'm talking about. Wrong ones with the microphone. Wrong ones with the microphone. And that's about all I got in today, dude. This Joe Biden shit, these Republicans, man. And I'm telling you, you got this two-party fucking duopoly, this uniparty bullshit. And you got these Republicans, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and all these motherfuckers sitting up there on Twitter and sitting up there and running up to Fox News and the Jim Jordans and the guys you think, hey, man, I might like, oh, man, the FBI did this, the FBI did this. But you just passed a fucking spending bill and a debt ceiling to raise the debt, and you didn't take one penny from them motherfuckers. Any of those three-letter agencies. You didn't lay off anybody from the federal workforce. The only thing you did is took money from the poor and made them go get a job to get on welfare. What kind of bullshit is that, man? What kind of bullshit is that? And I'm not a socialist by any means, But these fucking people in this country, you don't look at what they just did, man. They take all this fucking money from you, and the shit they spend on themselves, not a stipulation goes down. The only thing they put stipulations on is the money they take from you and redistribute back. Now you got to work to get some of that money back. Man, the money that you work, they're going to take from that. Man, this shit, man, I'm telling you, man, today's Grift got me in a bad headspace, man. In a bad headspace, man.
Damn, it's going to get better.
Yeah, I mean, it is. You know why? Because one day, the skies are going to open and he's coming back and he's going to smack everybody, man. He's going to, the first going to be last and the last going to be first. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I just keep that faith in the big guy, man. Keep that faith in the big guy. But people, please, man. Yoel Harari, World Economic Forum #2. Listen to what he talks about. There's plenty of speeches online all over. I know Jonah knows what I'm talking about. I know Goldstein probably knows what I'm talking about. Everybody needs to go watch this guy's videos and then think about these stupid goggles they're putting out while you watch that video and understand that's their plan for you, dude. Drugs and video games, and they call you useless eaters. And AI and technology is going to replace you, and you're not going to be needed. And to appease you, we're going to give you video games and drugs. Exact words. That's a quote, word for word from this fucking guy, man. That's a quote, word for word from this guy. And where are the real Americans, man? Where's the General Pattons at, man? Where's the General Pattons at, man? Where is somebody going to step up and say, enough of this bullshit? Enough of this bullshit. And old Donnie T, you know, they're going to run it in Donnie T, and they're going to run it in Joey B, and they're going to give us something we don't want, man. They're going to give us a Ron establishment. Shout out to Patriot J. I bit that one, brother. Ron establishment. Or they're going to whatever dummy stuff they put up there. Because they're not going to give you a choice. Because there's no fucking choice in America anymore, man. You know, we were taken over in 1913 by a central fucking bank. Why have a treasury? Why does the treasury have to go to the Fed to borrow money to run the country? Why can't the treasury just do it? Oh, because the treasury was in the Constitution. Setting weights and measures. You know what I'm saying? For gold. Why they kill? What did Jackson do? Killed the fucking central bank. What did Lincoln do? Besides freeing the slaves, printed the greenback, killed the central bank. What did Kennedy do? Talked about scattering the CIA and killing and ending the Fed. Killed his monkey ass, man. Think about it, people, man. Think about it, man. If there ever was a chance to vote your way out of it, you better not vote for the fucking people they put in front of you, man. You better write in Hotep Jesus for president, or write in Sonny Johnson for president.
Sonny Johnson for president.
Whatever they put up in front of you is some shit. And I'm out, brother. Hotep and build, man.
Hotep and build. Rudy the Fat Russo. God damn. Somebody, shout out to my Rumblers. Somebody on Rumble said, what are the odds HJ dodges my call again today like he did yesterday? I'm not call dodging, y'all. I'm not call dodging. Yesterday the phone lines was hot. I can't do nothing about that. I'm hitting the button on whoever calls. I'm not screening or nothing. I just hit the button. You call in, I hit the button. If you don't get in, you just don't get in. The phone lines was hot yesterday, though. I can't do nothing about that. 202-596-5631. Get in where you fit in. Shout out to Haram Life for the $10 holla. He says Binance Blues, Hotep and Bill. Man, listen.
Call from.
Yo, you on the line with Hotep Jesus? What up, bro?
What's good? What's good?
What's good? Who this?
Of course, it's Jonah.
Jonah, what up, man?
Nada. Of course, my call didn't go through yesterday because it's coming at you hot, but we're going to not talk about that one. First, I'm going to thank you because what I'm dropping this Thursday on my shit is going to be ridiculous.
Uh-oh.
You put something up yesterday which led one string to another string, you know?
Okay.
So I'm going to drop something huge on Thursday that not even I've heard of. But anyways, I already sent you two things. The Google, the Apple, whatever, it's all the what's it called, Neuralink?
Yeah.
All distraction.
Okay.
You ever watch the video where Elon's trying to describe the Man, that dude has no idea what he's talking about. The Neuralink?
Yeah.
He's like, look at the monkey. Look at the monkey. Like, really? Anyways, it's called the Brain Initiative. You can go to NIH. Obama's put trillions into it. He was the one that first started. EU has the same program, so does China. They've already patented, and I've sent you some of the patent information. They've already patented nanotechnology that crosses the blood-brain barrier. Why do they need chips in them, right? So that's already there. But when you go to Ukraine, 1850, Ukraine-Crimean War is what actually led to the Tsar having to settle, what's it called? So there's way more going on in that region than ever. And 1850, that was UK versus the Tsar or the Soviets or whatever you call it at the time. So they're going way back. They're like that war's been going on for 100 years.
Yeah.
Now here's the funny thing: if you go to YouTube, if you type in like USA 2030, if you type in Canada 2030, you'll see like it's a 2030 with your like home country or whatever. You go in and type Ukraine 2030. First one's the Chatham House. The second is the Atlantic Council. 2030. So why is the Chatham House and the Atlantic Council doing the Ukraine 2030? They're not British property.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is literally the same war from 1850 with the whatever you call them, the stupid House of Windsor, right? So, anyways, just quick, but all that stuff about these classes and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They just want you distracted because they're going to put nanotech in everyone's food or whatever here in the near future, and then they're just going to get past the blood-brain barrier that way.
Hey, man.
It's all patented.
Yeah. Nah, powerful information. I appreciate that, man. We're going to talk about it.
Oh, and Ray Kurzweil, look into him.
Kurzweil? Yeah, I heard that name before,
Kurzweil.
yeah.
It's Kurzweil.
Yep.
Yeah. No, he said by 2020, everyone's going to have nanotech in us.
Damn. Ain't that a
End of
bitch.
2020.
Oh, ain't that a bitch. Hey, man, thanks for the check-in, bro.
Yeah.
Hotep and Bill. Jonah Ryan on the check-in. That's our local conspiracy theorist. He gonna have all the details for you. That's one of Trisha's favorite people. Yo, phone lines open. 202-596-5631. 202. There you go.
Call from
Taylor Madden.
Taylor Madden on the check-in. What up, bro?
Hey, happy Strong Dag June.
Happy Strong Dag June.
I got another piece of fatherly advice.
Okay.
For all the Hoteps. I also encourage any other Hoteps, give up your fatherly advice the month of June. We all be better fathers.
Absolutely.
So the fatherly advice for today is that girls are called to womanhood by nature, and boys are called to manhood by culture. And so it's important for us, if we're raising sons, to be a good, strong culture figure for not just our own sons, but for all the sons in the neighborhood.
Build the culture. I love that.
Yep.
It's right up my alley.
Absolutely. Well, happy Strong Dad June and Hotep and Bill.
Happy Strong Dad June. Thank you for that. Hotep and Bill. Oh, man. That's one of my handlers right there. He the one that got me connected with Peter McCullough. We got a whole slew of other people. I got a video to play. We got a I see you, Trish. We got a video we got to play. Levels Healing Hub. Thank you. Appreciate you. $19.99 on the super chat. Sean W. in December 2021, the UN passed a resolution titled Combating Glorification of Nazism. Damn, I forgot about this take. You're right. The only no votes were the U.S. and Ukraine. 2 months later, Russia began denazification in Ukraine. Yo, the media did a complete 180, man.
call from
I'm trying to.
Yeah, you on the line with Hotep Jesus. What up, bro?
What's up, Hotep? Back at it again, man.
What up?
Hey,
What up? What up?
Man, on that plane that went down, man. They scrambled them jets. They ain't scrambling that fast when that balloon from China went over the entire country.
Them jets ain't moved that fast.
Nuh-uh, we ain't hear nothing about no sonic boom when China was stealing our information, stealing our military secrets.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's crazy, man. Like, and make it that really put it in perspective. That really make you think off of it.
Yeah, you right. They was slow on them balloons, but you got a
real
Trump
slow,
donor.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, them jets come flying out real fast.
Right. Oh, we gotta investigate it. Oh, it's just a weather balloon. Oh, this and that. But then you see a plane in the wrong place, and it's we gonna scramble 6 real quick today, right now.
Plane go down quick.
They know what they doing, man.
You absolutely right.
They know exactly what they doing. Them secrets was not they weren't stolen. They were given away.
Oh man. Damn. Kofi on tight.
Oh, it's on tight, man. Tinfoil Kofi on tight, man. My head might be hurting a little bit, but it's all right.
Keep it on, man. You gotta block them nanotechnologies out, man.
Man. Speaking of that, speaking of that, I heard somebody talking about the aliens.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've always been a anything can happen kind of guy.
Yeah.
So I've never really been like, oh well, if you afraid of if you think there's aliens, you got to scream, sir. You're not a Christian, this and that, because anything can happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not the type of person who's gonna believe that an infinite universe was created just so we can sit on one rock.
Just so it's just here, yeah, just us here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I just, I think there's a lot we're not being told.
You know what we're not being told? I know exactly what we're not being told about the aliens. Are you sitting down?
I'm listening.
The aliens is black.
It's funny you mentioned that. I was just listening to something today about that.
The aliens is black. They black folk, and they don't want us to know that we from another planet.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
I was just listening to something today about that.
It's a lot of evidence to support that shit too, or enough to theorize, I should say.
I was listening to the conversation I was listening to. He was talking about a guy. He was saying he was speaking to Aboriginal people and listening to like their their spoken stories.
Yeah.
That they passed along, and how that they're a seeded people, and that their original ancestors left the planet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's all interesting to hear. It's definitely interesting to hear. I'm reluctant to believe it piecemeal, but like I said, anything can happen. So
real talk. We was aliens.
Bump the canes. We was aliens. We was in space.
We ain't from Africa.
We the real
nigga.
guardians of the galaxy.
We ain't from Africa. We from the Anunnaki. Yeah, I appreciate the call in, bro.
Yeah, Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Oh man. Phone lines is open. 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. Where's that dude over on Rumble said he was gonna call in? He said I wasn't gonna pick up the phone. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I ain't scared of y'all. He said, if I'm an alien, where's my sanctuary state? Oh, man. Oh, man.
Call from
Vader.
Vader on the check-in. What up, bro?
Yo, what's up, HJ? How you living, bro?
I'm living good. I'm living good, man. How you?
I'm all right, man. Today I'm gonna disagree with you. I think.
You said what?
Today I'm gonna disagree with you. I think today I'm gonna fight back a little bit.
Okay.
I gotta disagree with your AR take, man. This augmented reality thing.
Okay.
I don't think it's the end. I think if we were following that line of thought, it would have already been the end, because our phones are already augmented reality. The way we use it and the way we use social media, the virtual reality has been out forever. I really think that until they come out with like full dive technology or something like, which is sensory deprivation / sensory replacement, until we basically come into a scientific realm where we can simulate the senses in technology, I don't think it's going to be the end.
Well, that's you talking about version 3. This version 1 that just dropped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's Google. That's
You're saying it's a slippery slope. You're saying it's the beginning of the end.
Yeah, this is you know, they gonna come out with, you know, they got, what we on, iPhone 14 now, whatever we at. You talking about the Apple Goggles 5.
Yeah. All right, that's facts. That is facts. Yeah. I mean, in all seriousness, I definitely do think like that when it really does get there, it's gonna be bad for us, man, because we're already struggling with the technology we have to try to, like, technology is already coming out at such a fast pace that we can't even keep up with it. We're not evolved to keep up with what's already happening.
Facts.
So, man, you give some incels a way to exist not in this reality. It's not gonna be pretty, man. It's gonna be bad for everyone.
Yo, you seen the new AI bitches on the iPhone?
Bro. Yeah. And I honestly, I saw it on Twitter, and it actually took me a little bit to realize they were fake. I'm mad. I'm really mad because they got me. That's what it was. I was like, yo, who is this fine? And I was like, yo, that is not, bro.
No, they got apps where you can create one.
Oh, wait, like a virtual girlfriend or something? Like,
yeah.
Her shit? Like,
yeah.
Bro, no, I didn't see that.
I was talking to this
crazy.
bitch on my phone. I was talking to the AI bitch, like, let me see what this shit is about. I'm talking to this bitch. I mean, this bitch dumb as hell. I deleted the app, man. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I couldn't imagine anybody getting any pleasure out of that shit. Because, you know, I couldn't even have a basic conversation with the bitch. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And all that. She's like, I'm here to please you. I'm like, yo, I just asked you how you doing. Like, what are you doing, lady? Like, relax, calm down, and control your hormones. And then,
but look, man, that's because men like you and I, like, we know we have some experience with women, bro. But you give a simp who like has never dealt with any woman, he's like, what? You want to do everything for me? Like, oh yeah, like that app probably blow up, bro. Like,
yeah, you right.
These dudes will probably be like, yeah, well, all right, whatever. They don't even know what real interactions with women are like, so they're not even gonna care. They're just like, oh, something's talking to me.
Yo, they got customizable bitches. You could say what you want them to look like and all types of shit, man.
That's crazy, man. That's the work of the devil, bro. Shout out to Rudy. He was completely right. The other thing I want to say, because it's funny, you said that we're aliens. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to say the white man is the alien, bro.
Oh my God.
Listen, bro.
That's racist. That's racist. Hold on
look,
now.
Man.
How do you support that argument, sir?
All right, look, man. They don't operate well in this atmosphere, man. I don't see black people be getting sunburned, bro. I don't see it like that.
They from the snow regions.
Bro, man, look, that don't matter, bro. That's because they're used to the cold atmosphere of space, bro. That's because they're used to it. I'm telling you, man. I can support this, bro. I can support this theory, dog.
Yakub created white people, man. Everybody know Yakub created white people.
All right, look, you just got me some side quests, bro. I'm gonna need to. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to. I
You don't know about
I'm
Yakub?
gonna have to go back. Nah, dog. No,
Oh,
man.
come on, bro.
Life,
Oh,
I'm new to this
look.
Hotep
All right, so we
life,
got to
homie.
tell you the story of Yakub. You can go look it up after you're done. But
Bet,
Yakub is basically he got a big head, right? And in Africa, like all his people was making fun of him because he got a big head. So he said, you know what? I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to create white people, and white people are going to enslave you. So Yakub goes in his lab. He's like this mad scientist, and he goes in his lab and creates white people, and that's how white people became the enemy of black people.
Bruh. All right, look, man. I don't know if
you don't know about
you messing with me,
Yakub?
bro.
Yo,
Look,
this
man,
is real shit.
Yo, this is the problem, bro. This is the problem with like the conspiracy theories. I can never tell when someone's fucking with me, bro. It just took me a year to find out people were serious about flat Earth, bro. Like, I literally don't know who's messing with me anymore. This is crazy.
Bro, this is real, yo. This is Yakub, the big head scientist, man. How you not know about this?
Look, man, if I come back to you after finishing the side quest and it's some tomfoolery, man, I'm gonna have to unsubscribe, bro.
Look, I got Yakub on the screen right now. This is straight out of the Nation of Islam.
Word?
This is straight out of the Nation of Islam, bro.
That's crazy.
Nation of Islam tell you about Yakub.
Shit.
That
Yeah,
white people
man,
not
look,
from outer space. We from outer space, and Yakub created white people, man.
Hey, man, look, I appreciate y'all, man. Always giving me gems. You know what I'm saying? Hey, where else you gonna get this content, man? Everyone like the video. Everyone subscribe to Hotep Jesus if you're not already, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, Hotep and Bill, bro.
Hotep and Bill, man.
Yo, how he don't know about Yakub, chat? Nah, yo, how he don't know about Yakub? I thought everybody knew about Yakub. Mississippi Mud said, if you don't know about Yakub, you ain't black. Levels Healing Hub said Yakub is a certified hood classic. Word. When we gonna get the Yakub movie? When we gonna get the Yakub? Man, that might be the first thing we produce out of the Hotep Nation films. We need the Yakub movie, the biopic.
Call from
Nero.
Nero, you on the line with Hotep Jesus? What up, man?
Yo, what's cracking, cuz, man? How you doing, man?
I'm good. First things first, before we get into what you got to say, please tell me you heard of Yakub before.
Man, come on. It's not a person, though. It's an ancient priesthood.
Wait. Wait. What's the ancient priesthood?
Yakub. It's not supposed to be, like, it's just a symbol of a person. They make it a person, but it's really a priesthood who had an idea to create an entity that would convince niggas to get the fuck off this planet because we got too comfortable making pyramids and shit.
Oh, okay. There we have
So
to
it was
get more
part
to
of
the
our
story.
genetic alchemy to get the fuck out of here.
So
You know
did
what I'm
they
saying? 'Cause
create?
you know niggas, you put them somewhere, I'm chilling. It's sunny outside, we got mangoes. Whole time you're not from here and you're not supposed to stay here.
So niggas is just too lazy to go back to the home
Niggas
planet.
barbecuing in pyramids and shit.
So
big booty bitches and shit. Why would you want to leave? You know what I'm saying? Had to create white people to remind you, nigga, this is a prison. Get out.
So did this society of people create the white folks?
Of course.
Oh my God.
Of course. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
So you believe black folks is from outer space?
Black folks?
Yeah, we the real
Oh, we
aliens.
from this space, all dimensions of space, fucking everything, nigga.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
All things. But anyway, what I come to say, man, shit, you got me on this Yakub shit. Hold on. But yeah, I wanted to, because y'all was talking about AI and them putting it, nigga, AI been existed. We AI, the human body is AI. That's the first AI.
I said that before too. Keep going. Talk your shit.
Because everything is created off of the human body, all systems. And like, if you pick up a biology book, Hotep, you should be doing that anyway, to just study the systems of the body to see how they reflect in real life. You know what I mean? Like, you cut your hair off, what do you have in the center of your head? A spiral, look like a Milky Way, don't it? You chop a tree in half. look like a thumbprint, don't it?
Don't.
If you can't see your reflection in the place that you are, well, at least where your human body is from, and you know what I'm saying? And it's just a copy of a copy of a copy. We're in a simulation and a simulation and a motherfucking simulation. And everybody worried about AI. Everything else is a distraction to distract you from the fact that your human body is AI. You need to figure out how to fucking evolve past this motherfucker. Like shit, man. But you know what I'm saying? You got to put down the TV. You got to put down the goddamn controller. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I still pick up the game. You know what I mean? you got to learn how. Just think about it, bro. You know, astral travel is real. That's just not a secret no more. If you can't get out of your body, you are not your body.
You
so
are
what
not
the
your
fuck
body.
is that thing? What the fuck is this thing? You know what I'm saying?
What is this
Fuck outta
vehicle?
You know what I mean? Why I got a shit, man? Why am I hungry? Why I got, this is annoying, bro.
This shit's a scam.
And now somebody's trying to tell me I can't just be born and be chilling. I gotta work for somebody. And what the fuck? Fuck, bro. I still got that ancient ancestor DNA. I'm trying to chill.
Facts.
Where the mangoes, man? But that's all I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up, real quick.
Go ahead.
Did you see the new GTA map?
Hell no.
GTA 6, we in Miami. That shit look fire too. You familiar with Miami?
Yes.
Okay, so on the map you see South Beach, you see Hollywood Beach, you got Brickell, you got the bridges to South Beach, and you got the those little islands on the bridge that go across the South Beach.
Mm-hmm.
All of that, and you got Tampa, you got Little Haiti. Oh, it's about to go up, dog. It's about to go up.
I just hope they got the Fresh and Fit studio so I can run in that bitch and fucking probably where all the prostitutes at.
It's gonna be a side mission and shit.
You want to join the patriarchy? Yo, you seen your boy, man? What? Yo, them your children, bro. I'm not putting you. Got to go to court for this shit later on, bro. Them your kids, man.
Who?
Fresh and Fit, bro. Nigga, what? You supposed to help these? What's wrong? This nigga putting on KKK badge. They beefing with fucking Abba and Preach of all people. What is wrong with these?
I seen him. I thought the Abba and Preach beef was over. They rebooted that shit. I think that shit's a op. I think them niggas is working together behind the scenes for clout.
Nah, first of all, that fucking nigga with the bald spot on his head, ain't he FBI anyway, nigga?
Oh, God.
What the fuck? That's not a secret either.
It's not. He said it.
Yeah. Nigga, you can see they tactic. It's actually pretty. I mean, look, if you're a viewer of all these podcasts and shit, you should not be following these. Get that religious programming out your head. You are God, nigga. Everything is a reflection of you and what you manifest, bro. You should be looking at these niggas like Yakub, nigga. Study these niggas, man. You're not supposed to be listening to these dumbass niggas. What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't pick up a book, nigga. There's ancestors who wrote all this information down, figured out all the fucking problems of niggas. All the research is there. Pick up a book. What the fuck is wrong with you? Honestly.
Real talk. You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying.
I hate these niggas, man. Man, I'm gonna start a new chapter to KKK.
Yo, you
Uncle
seen the black man was infiltrated the KKK, right?
Oh, you talking about that nigga who was on Joe Rogan?
Did he go on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, they did a whole thing. That was a while ago. You know, that nigga got so many fucking people on. I started listening to him in high school when I was 14. I stopped on 1,500.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Had him on. But yeah, some black dude infiltrated the KKK back in the day.
Oh God, shit! I've met some racist folks, and I'm the type of I get along with everybody because I study and I kind of know what the fuck is going on. So
yeah,
a racist white person, that doesn't mean anything to me. They don't exist. I really don't care. You know what I mean?
Big facts.
So it's I mean, they just, I don't know. Everybody under mind control, bro. White people included, nigga. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. You gotta rise above these niggas, bro. You gotta study them and then do whatever the fuck you came to do. I just came to watch the circus, I guess.
Real talk.
Because this shit is ridiculous.
That's what the Grift Report is all about, man. Just showing y'all the circus.
Oh, God. I mean, bread and circus, shit.
That's it. That's
it. And I'm definitely eating chips right now.
All in the Matrix.
Yeah, but yeah, step your strong dad June game up, man. Go save your kids fresh and fit, man. Go take care of them boys.
I'm on it, yo.
All right, man. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Oh, I know I'm getting canceled after this episode, man. White folks gonna tell their friends, Hotep Jesus is a black supremacist. He telling us not to believe in gods. They gods. Yakub made white people, black people as aliens. I'm in trouble after this shit. They gonna clip the fuck out this episode. They gonna make me everything I'm not. Oh man, y'all callers get me in trouble. I'm gonna have to do side quests. Where's that dude from Rumble? We got
Call from
DB Hotep.
DB Hotep, you finally got in here. What up, bro?
Jesus Christ, man. Thank you.
What's good with him?
Man, just like the last guy was saying with the whole mind control thing, man. Have you ever seen the show Chuck? It was like a whole like mid 2010 show on NBC.
Nah, what's that?
So it was a show where basically there was like this little nerdy dude, right? And he had a buddy that was in one of those 3-letter agencies.
Mm-hmm.
And his buddy sent him an email and it had all these military secrets and all this kind of stuff in it. And so he opened up the email and all these images and stuff started flashing up on his computer, and so he's sitting there and he's got all this stuff and he's sitting there, he's like, what the hell is going on? He's sitting there watching the news the next day and it's like, some ambassador is coming, and he goes, oh shit, I know about that. There's a bomb there's a bomb where this guy's going to be going. And I was like, whenever I saw that whole Apple thing come out, I was like, man, imagine China start hacking your shit and getting like military secrets put in your head.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting there watching Netflix or something, and all of a sudden you got Chinese military propaganda flashing in front of your eyes, and you're just like, wait, what?
Facts.
Oh, that was weird. Like everybody likes to play like they don't know where Apple's made, bro. Like, hold on.
Yeah, that's true. The tech does come from overseas.
And so it's just kind of funny to me whenever when I sit there and I saw that, I was like, man, one, the first thing that made me laugh was I was like, man, imagine like a team winning like the World Series and they're celebrating with these things on instead of like normal ski goggles. Spraying champagne around, getting it all in there, frying the tech and not caring at all.
Well, they're going to sell tickets to that. They're going to sell tickets to the locker room, and we all going to be popping champagne in the locker room with them.
Yeah, no, this whole thing is crazy though, man. It's like I get what they're trying to do, I get how some people could be like, oh man, that'd be super useful and all this, like, but even in the thing when they dad's in there, he's making a kid's breakfast or whatever, and he's like sitting there, he doesn't even like acknowledge the kid. He's just like, oh hey, here's your toast, loser. I'm gonna go back to watching my TV. Like, y'all didn't think we were disconnected enough already? You had to make something to disconnect us even more?
Correct. As if the iPhone hadn't done enough damage.
Yeah, as if they weren't talking about in 2020, talking about let's be lonely together. Like, man, get the hell out of here.
Oh yeah, alone together.
Yeah, I mean that shit was so stupid. It was like, oh, we gotta, in this time for our personal health and safety, we have to be alone together. And it's
straight out of Orwell.
It's ridiculous, man. I'm like sitting here, I'm like, people really gonna be like, there's gonna be dudes that like have to use Wi-Fi to text now because they can't afford their phones, pulling out loans and going and buying this thing. You going
to get some?
Oh hell no, I'm not, dude. I'm poor.
Yes, you is. You getting some?
Nah, man. You better chill out, man. I went from making $15 an hour to starting a job next week when I make $16 an hour. I was like, oh, thank God. It's $150 a month.
Congratulations, man. It's hard to come by money in Biden's economy.
Oh yeah, it is. And man, like, I do security now, and they built a real nice hotel just down the street, and I was like, oh, I can go grift off of rich people and get a hotel job down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, man, because I was talking to, whenever I had my interview, the guy was like, yeah, man, we get all these celebrities and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, he's like, you'll be amazed at how much they'll want to try to pay you if they're not on the guest list. I was like, well, shit, man, if it ain't too low, I'll take it, and I don't need a job the next day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Was that you on Rumble?
Yeah.
D Bells?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure because I was putting two and two together. All right, so we got you in here. Good. Perfect. Pause.
No, you're good, man. I was just fucking with you. Pause. Did you see that? I don't know if you saw it or not, but I sent you something on Instagram yesterday because it was talking about the kind of the cultural subversion thing, like you were talking about yesterday.
Okay, let me see here. With the rainbow?
Yeah.
Or
But
this pamphlet?
It was one of those little like multi-slide things.
Oh, I see it right here. Yeah, I see it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you saw it. I don't know if you got that or not, but I was like, hey, man. Yeah.
My DMs are inundated, bro. I be trying to keep up with everything, plus get work done. It'd be hard to see everything. But I see what you're talking about now. Yep, this is wild. I'm going to check it out, though.
Yeah, sounds good. I just thought I would send it to you, being that we were talking about it yesterday, and I was like, man, I just saw something on this. I just saw something on that. Let me send that to him real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, here I am sending you DMs like we're buddies or something.
Crypto markets is
man,
rebounding.
that's all I got.
All right, yo, appreciate you. Hotep and Bill,
that's
bro.
That's all I got, man. Yeah, same to you.
Crypto markets is rebounding. We still got to play what's the name video. Sonny Johnson got she got a Spaces going out tomorrow. Fight, black people versus niggas. Oh my Lord. So we're going to be in her Spaces. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Noon? That's perfect. I could join that space because, Grift Report starts at 2. Uh-oh, here we go.
Call from
Psych Tyson.
Here we go. Here we go. Psych Tyson, you on the line with Hotep Jesus. What up, man?
What up, Hotep Jesus?
I'm good, man. Lay it on me. Pause.
Hey, first of all, happy Strong Dad June. I love it. You got me engaged in Twitter. I'm going to give a shout out to all the Hoteps and all the dads out there. And real quick comment. When you see that hashtag and you see those posts, y'all got to like, comment, and retweet that stuff and engage with it if you want to keep it blowing up, man. So everybody out there that's like me, just retweet that, give it the like, say something positive on there, and keep blowing it up. I'm having a real good time with that this summer, or this June, man. It's a real good time. But I saw you earlier with my Matt Walsh post.
Yeah.
And, I know my brother Rudy the Vet has told you I did work with Matt Walsh about 10, 11 years ago out here. I used to sell advertisement for a local conservative talk radio show.
Okay.
And before he got to my station, he used to host a morning show on a local rock radio station. So the kid actually, I'm gonna give him props because he did really climb the ladder to get to where he is now. And I don't want to completely knock him, but I'll give you all some insight. The dude was arrogant, man. That's all I can say. He was arrogant. He act like his shit didn't stink. He act like he was better than anybody, like as far as being coworkers and stuff. Like he didn't want to talk to you. He just sat there, and I would give him his notes. And during the commercial breaks and all that stuff, he just said whatever I told him to say. But his wife was ultra friendly. But the guy's, if you can't read him, just seeing him on the internet, you can't read him and tell his demeanor. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah,
I hate people. Yeah, we're gonna get to the circles in a second, but I hate those type of people. That's why I like Tucker when Tucker was on, and people were excoriating him for how he was talking to the lady, and I'm like, do you realize like some of these personalities don't even talk to their coworkers and the people that work under them or for them or next to them? They don't even talk to them. They don't even acknowledge that they're there. I've seen that coming from the music industry. I've seen that, and I detest that. Oh, that's so disgusting.
It's all ego. And the thing is, the people behind the scenes are the people that put it in front on the scene. That's the thing. So you're 100% right. So that I'm not going to knock him too much, but that was my impression working with him closely. It was cool to see a dude come up from little old Delaware and make it to the national stage. And also, I will give him credit for what he's done in Tennessee with the the Transformer legislation and all that stuff. So he has done some good things. But in regards to the circle and the UFO posts, this shows you, like, come on, man. At this point, we know the government lied about. All you got to do is look at the last 3 years. The whole COVID stuff, and I'm still mad about COVID, man. I don't care. If I could, I'd hold all their feet to the fire over COVID. Everything was a lie. What else came out in the last few years? We knew the Gulf of Tonkin incident. And the government admitted to that being a false flag. So Vietnam was on a false pretense. That's why you got these people running for office like Nikki Haley and stuff talking about Ukraine. Come on, man. Like, it's all a lie. And at this point, when you start going back decade after decade after decade, I mean, come on, they even admitted to be responsible for Martin Luther King's death. So everything is presented as a lie. So where I'm at personally, in my mindset is, you can't tell me nothing, because 9 times out of 10, the opposite is true.
Correct.
Now, when it comes to homeboy in the circles, because I love, and thank you for engaging on that post, man.
Yeah, what's up with the circles?
All right. The pin toes, the lock knees, and you said it again, the feminine arm cross. And here's the thing: when someone doesn't know you're looking, they'll reveal themselves. So we talk about, and I appreciate you, Hotep, because you do the knowledge, you do the history. We got to work our brain muscle. Right. But just like any muscle in the body, you overwork a muscle, you can damage it. Yeah. And homeboy presents himself as this intellectual, but he's not that intellectual, especially if he's fallen for this UFO stuff. You're 100% right. What have we heard about the UFO stuff? Oh, these are like a year ago. This is foreign technology, possibly China. Now they're going to tell you, oh, we actually captured some out of state aircraft or spacecraft or whatever. Come on, man. That's our own government. We already know. I mean, Area 51 has been public knowledge forever. We know they're always up to something. We know that there's black budgets. We know that there's trillions of dollars that go missing. 9/11 was, come on, man. Like, and for that guy to be up there and grift on every single thing that comes out in the news every single day, and then but you're going to believe that? And then the way he presents himself with the Christianity and the Catholicism, it doesn't mesh. It doesn't mix. So you're false on that too. And then here's what I'm gonna tell everybody when they're watching these people and all that stuff. Again, your engagement on social media. If we know they're grifters, don't like it, don't share it, because the more you do that, the more money they get in their pocket, man.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: when I worked at radio, here's the number one thing I learned. Right? The Rush Limbaugh show, the Ben Shapiro show. They tell you what it is. It's a show. Those guys aren't really there because they're really behind or for the people or for the cause. They are there for their pockets. It is a job no matter what. And whether they got into it by accident or, yeah, they got some good ideas, look what they turn it into. T-shirt sales, coffee sales, book sales, da-da-da-da-da. But go to my network. Come on, man. And then look at the people. Look at Shapiro. Come on, man. That dude is a snake in the grass, man. He said it, and he says it openly in interviews. He's down for one cause, and it's got six points on it. If you look at the symbol, that's all he cares about. He don't care about America. He don't care about the general public. He don't care about the 40-year-old dude in construction. He don't care about none of that stuff. Then you got the Canadian going through the divorce. Come on, man. If you couldn't tell he was a Bud Light person 4 or 5 years ago, I don't know what to tell you. So we can enjoy the content. We can see all the stuff. We can agree with a lot of the stuff politically, but just know those people aren't your friends. They're there for your mind, your ears, and your eyes. And like I said in the last show, once they got your mind, they got your soul. So you got to really pay attention to the real world, get out the matrix, and look around you. Because when I go to the grocery store, I see blacks, Latinos, Asians, white people. Come on, man. I don't really think it's racist like that, man. I really don't think it's racist like that. I'm going to tell you another thing, Hotep. White people love black people in this country and want to love black people in this country. They're just scared of all that gangster-ass shit and that hood rat shit. And that, I'm sorry, the responsibility on that is on the black people to change that part of the culture, man. That's all I can say, man. But yeah, just remember, everything's a show. Everything's a show, and it's there to captivate you. And it's also there to get money out of your pockets. And that's why I like watching. That's why the grifties exist, because we got to call them out for it. That's all.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
What's today's date?
Today is June 6th.
6/6. I appreciate you for the call in, bro.
Hotep and Bill, man. I'll talk to you soon, man.
Hotep and Bill. Some people don't believe in numerology, man, but after today, if you don't believe in numerology, I don't know what to tell you, man. Today's 6/6. And what did we have? The wildest show of the year so far. Nothing but side quests pass out today. That's today's mathematics, Todd. Y'all gonna get me in trouble, yo. We got to give Psych Tyson at least 2 side quests for that call. He coming at Big Boss Ben. He coming at my boss Daily Wire.
Call from.
Yeah, you in line with Hotep Jesus. What up, man?
Not much. Temple Durag. I have to call in.
Tenfold Durag. What up, man?
Yeah, I'm a Tenfold Durag. Tight today. I sent you something on Twitter about Haiti. I'll touch on that real quick, but like, seems like there's a lot of different things that are coming up that's just kind of questioning. Like, what you showed about the Apple goggles, I think that's just a distraction. That's a big distraction to kind of bring people off. If it furthers the agenda, it makes sense, right? Google already tried that with the Google Lens glasses in like 2015, 2014, something like that. Oculus came out. Oculus is kind of shaking, but not really shaking. They really don't have the platform moving too much, right? I think Apple will kind of further it, and it just makes sense to drop it. Like, they'll drop it at a high price. You'll make money, but, you know, it'll get people used to the notion. But I think that there's like a lot of different things happening, right? So just to kind of touch on Haiti real quick, and I wanted to talk about something that you mentioned yesterday. But with Haiti, recently, like, they started talking about pretty much a cover-up of like the assassination of the president, where they're like, they found people and they're trying to extradite people involved with that, right? As far as the capital, as far as hiring the people, all of that cover-up. Right?
Yeah.
But now there was a capsized ship yesterday, and then there was the flood yesterday.
Yep.
Also, I mean, I'm Haitian, so, you know, I kind of see different things. But apparently they have oil.
Yes.
So that seems to be very interesting that it's kind of encapsulated with the flood, and then now they have an earthquake. Right? To kind of just show, like, okay, don't look at that, like, don't hear that, just see the tragedy and focus on the tragedy, pray for it. But we're going to go in, probably send humanitarian aid, same way as the last earthquake where the Clintons, you know, spent $4 million for a nail and put up a whole bunch of hotels that served nobody else but, you know, their people. So. Like I said, I got my tinfoil kufi on.
How does the island of Hawaii feel about Hillary?
I don't even know, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure not good.
I was wondering if you heard about that, but I've seen a lot of protests, especially back in the day, you know, following the earthquake, you know, about aid and, you know, situations like that. You know, Western aid and thieves and all types of rhetoric like that. So I was wondering if you ever heard anything. If you, you know, ring the island and tell me if you're getting anything back on that.
Oh, you mean Haiti? I thought you said Hawaii.
Did I say Hawaii?
I thought so.
I meant to say Haiti.
Oh no, they don't fuck with them at all. I mean, like right now with the whole thing of there's a guy named Barbecue, which was like a ex-police officer, was investigating something, found some corruption, and now he's organizing the gangs. There's several different gangs. There's always have been gangs affiliated with political parties there. and there's always coups and things like that, but he's uniting them and just trying to kind of keep the peace and bring it to the people. I don't know if it's rhetoric, if it's propaganda from his side or whatever, but there's a channel on YouTube called Redacted. I'm not, listen, all day, every day, Master Focus, not pushing them, but they actually went ahead and had a reporter there and reported from that and interviewed him. So just pushing that. But pretty much they were saying exactly that, right? Like, you know, there's other people fighting, but then when you also look at it, when you look at like footage in general, you'll see like newer guns. We still have an embargo on Haiti for guns. That's why we, like, the last earthquake, they were like, oh, you know, a whole bunch of criminals got out of prison. I don't know why they don't have like a military force or whatever. How do you have a military force if you don't have guns? And a lot of the issues stem from that. The military guys only had one purpose, one skill, so they went and started kidnapping, right? Not all of them, but, you know, some of them went ahead and partnered up with these gangs and started kidnapping, right? I've had, I think, like 5-6 family members kidnapped. So,
damn.
You know, yeah, it's real out there. One was recently kidnapped, I think, last year. But, you know, it's real out there. And, you know, that was under the original embargo was under Clinton. I was there for a summer in like 95, I think. And, you know, they had lines of people waiting for gas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I saw how real it was and what the influence is. And the people that are have grown up through all of that, they don't fuck with the Clintons. You know, they don't really fuck with the U.S. because, you know, if you look at the history of Duvalier, the dictator, and how they got him out, they didn't really get him out, but they got his son out and then put in Aristide and put him in play, and they kept on putting other people in play. But the Haitian people weren't for it, right? There was just too much corruption, and we're not an island that messes with that, right? So we tend to just revolt and everything. So in general, we don't want the U.S.'s aid. We don't want France's aid. We don't want Canada's aid. That's the current thing for right now with everything that's going on. But I also see that Russia is kind of in play and talking about helping, along with Venezuela. So that should be kind of interesting. It might be a next Cuba. But who knows? I could definitely see that that's a nice move on the chessboard. So shout out to your Master Focus class with the chess as well. So
salute. What about the pronouns? They doing pronouns out there in Haiti?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty much like Jamaica too. Like they, you know, like lyrics and everything else music wise is always against that, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to say those types of things on your channel because I mean, trying to out here get money.
Right.
But you know, they're not really with it. Are there? There probably are, but it's not crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about yesterday that I just wanted to chime in, the car thing and they're doing the donuts. So I'm with you with that. Like they're doing their thing, and I kind of want to do a little bit of research, and I'll probably check back in with you about it. Because pretty much, like in the 2000s, like I was in that, right, in New York, shutting down highways, people racing, and so on and so forth, right. So it's pretty much the same thing. You know, kids want to work on their cars, do manly stuff, you know, do something productive, have a project, manage money, and so on and so forth. So I get it. But the thing is that, like, if you watch like a whole bunch of other surrounding videos with that, there's a whole bunch of crashes, there's people getting ran over, hit and runs, and all this other stuff. So it is kind of bad for the neighborhood. It's bad for the culture as a whole. But then again, they don't pour into that community. They don't put tracks. They don't allow people to do that in regulated areas as well. So it's half and half. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give that teenage angst something.
Right.
So, but that's all I want to school in for.
Yeah, you know, I feel like you got to give them something to do, right? And when you don't, you know, that's when you're going to get those type of gatherings that we saw.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate the call, man. Hotep and Bill, bro.
Hotep and Bill.
So breaking news, SPLC has listed Moms for Liberty as a hate. Wait, what's it say here? Hate and anti-government group. Breaking. Tyler O'Neill says breaking. Southern Poverty Law Center has added parental rights group defending ed rights parents. Scott, what up, man? You want to line with Hotep Jesus?
What's going on, brother? Always a pleasure.
Pleasure,
Strong
pleasure.
Dad June to everybody.
Happy Strong Dad June, bro.
Strong Dad June, little advice. Have your kids learn, like, the power of words and learn the difference between ignorance and nescience.
And
Because
what?
ignorance isn't everything. Nescience.
Nescience.
Nescience. So there's ignorance where you act like you don't know something, but then there's nescience where you actually don't know something.
Spell that.
So just know what you know, Let me go to my notes because you had me making notes all day listening. You did the June 6th. Well, the last two digits of the year are 2-3. 2 times 3 is 6. So there's your 666.
How do you spell Nesson? You said Nesson? How do you spell that?
It's Nescience.
Oh, Nessence.
Nescience.
Absence of knowledge or awareness. Ignorance.
Yeah.
Oh, Nessence.
Nescience.
Nescience. Nescience. Okay. All right. We
Yeah,
learning.
yeah.
We learning. I love it. I love it. Continue.
Big brain content.
Big brain content. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, let me go to my notes.
Okay.
The Charlie Indigo Alpha. Well, one of the first directors, I always forget his name, but here's a quote from him. We will know our disinformation campaign on America will be complete when everything the U.S. population believes is a lie.
Sounds accurate to me.
Sounds about right. Going along with the Apple visor thing, yeah, I was going to say Ready Player One, because, I mean, if you look at their plans, they write all this crap out 20 years in advance. So yeah, that's just for the par right there. Be careful, because they did implantable, like, basically contact lenses that give people sight back. Well, that company that was doing it, like, it shut, like, they went bankrupt. And so, like, people that had vision, they lost their vision again.
Damn.
And there was no one to contact because they went out of business.
Yeah, there's nobody to support the product.
Right.
Damn.
And the people that did get it, like, they got screwed.
Oh, shit. So imagine that. You got the ability to see, and then the company goes out of business, and now you back to square one. That's going to suck.
Yeah. Yeah. Can only imagine. And Dave Smith always says, if you want to learn who America's next enemy is, look at who we're funding right now. And that's been that way since, like, the 60s.
That's big facts.
Yeah.
That's big facts. Shout out to Dave
and
Smith.
shout out to Dave Smith. Hopefully he'll announce his campaign too. But I mean, there's so many good candidates. We'll see. I'd like to see him as a libertarian in the mix.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, I like Dave Smith. We support him on his channel.
For sure. You gotta be. I want to root for RFK Jr., but I mean, his climate change proposals, throwing people in jail for carbon tax. Anyone that supports
Who said
carbon
that?
tax, RFK Jr.
Oh wow.
I want to support him, but I mean, for one, I can't ever vote for a Democrat again. Not ever. I don't think I ever have, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So you're saying he's supporting carbon tax?
Well, he's an environmentalist. Like he became an attorney to fight against for the environment, you know?
Yeah.
And he was on a podcast with Jordan Peterson. Just listen to that, and you'll get his how he stands on the environment.
Okay, we got to check that out. All right.
Yeah, it was good. Now, I can't say I'm a flat earther, but look up Sean Hibbler and his new movie, Level with Me. So I don't know. Someone was talking about that earlier, but just go watch that movie and then, see where you're at.
What's his name? Sean
Sean
Hibbler?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this. Yeah, I saw this.
It's interesting stuff to watch, you know.
Yeah. It's good high flicks. You know, you get high and watch
Right.
this shit. Yeah.
Be tripping out.
Yeah. I'm familiar with this. Yeah, I saw that. Oh yeah, I appreciate the call, bro.
Yes, sir. Hotep and Build.
Hotep and Bill. Yo, we covered Cornell West running yesterday. We covered that yesterday, yo. Hold on, we got a message from Black Mountain Hotep. Hold on a second. We gotta play this message from Black Mountain Hotep before we get out of here. Strong Dad June going strong. Hold on.
What up, y'all? Happy Strong Dad June. Today is day number 6, and I want to talk about bravery and courage. Now, I recognize that these can mean different things to other people, but to be a strong dad, to be a good leader, to be a strong man, you must become intimate with both of these concepts. I achieve that intimacy by thinking about the quote from Dune, "I will not fear. Fear is the little death that brings total annihilation. I will let it wash over me and through me. In its path, there will be nothing. Only I will remain." And this is how I take on life and be unwavering. This is how I see standing strong. See, I see this when I analyze this quote. I think of courage being the internal, realistic aspect of facing fear, and bravery being the external, optimistic aspect of facing fear. And when I pair these two together, it allows me to stand firmly on my square. And as strong leaders, that's what we need to be. We need to be able to stand firm on our square in the face of all forms of adversity, even the adversity we face in our personal life. Now, there will be times where we indeed feel like we are shook, and that's why having a beautiful and good partner, a good wife at your side is important. She made you a father. And so whenever I feel shook, I like to think about when my wife was going to give birth and how she had to employ both of these concepts for herself, coming so close to death. And so it's not always just about how you feel these things and how you encounter these. You learn from others how they encounter bravery and courage. And by learning from others, you are able to better understand it within yourself. So, for day number 6, bravery and courage. Strong Dad June is here. Remember, we are not talking about the distraction. We don't care about the distraction. We must take action. And sometimes it requires both bravery and courage to take action. And so I implore you to understand and become intimate with both of these concepts, to be strong men, to be strong leaders, and most importantly, to be strong dads. Much love, y'all.
Day 6 of Strong Dad June. That's the message right there. Beautiful message, might I add. Wow. See, that's, this is what you get when you come to this channel, man. You get a nice little healthy dose of a mixture of things. My name is Hotep Jesus. This is the Grift Report. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. I'm working on Peter McCullough. We got Young Pharaoh joining me on Friday for the Grift Report. Can't wait to have him come on. That's going to be amazing. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm your host, Hotep Jesus. Hit the subscribe button and don't forget to take advantage of your Master Focus discount. Link is in the description box below. Hotep and Bill.
Most of you will be replaced by AI, but it doesn't have to be this way. You can become AI resistant, but you will need to outperform the machines. You may not think this is possible, but it is. The infiniteness of human consciousness is more infinite than the power of the machine. You may not know how to tap into this power, but we do, and we will show you how. Join us in this journey to make the machine our servant.